Initiating hypergate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hypergate activated. The portal to illuminating the collective consciousness has finally opened. Please enter the hypergate now.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is David Palmer, Leo King, and we are here for Deep Love Tarot and your sun sign horoscopes for the week of September the 13th through the 19th of 2021. Thanks so much for joining me tonight, and thanks so much for also joining me on HYPERGATE. If you have not joined us on HYPERGATE to get all my exclusive content and all the exclusive content of so many other amazing high vibers that contribute every day, weekly, and monthly, and special programming, please join us on HYPERGATE. Check out our new website, actually. We just did a new, awesome new website. Or get one of our apps, whether you're on an Apple TV, Roku, or you're on your iPhone or on your Android. You can get the HiVibe TV app, and you can subscribe to there. Or go to our website and have full control that way, and you can subscribe to there as well. We also have a 7-day free trial, too. Make sure that you join us for that to get my daily horoscopes and so forth. And, of course, this is the show where I'm going to randomly pick what is going on for us in love, but also your sun sign, based off picking randomly out of the High Vibe Gold Grail Cup, giving you what's going on with the astrology, then giving to you what's going on in the tarot, and of course, pulling the astro dice for you. Truly appreciate you being here. We are, of course, live in the chat. If you could please like, share, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to me. I am the Leo King. And truly appreciate all your love and support. Especially, I just got it, it's definitely not your average Monday show, of course, since I know a lot of people know that my father passed away this weekend. I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and support. It's been overwhelming, and I know that I don't want to speak for my family, but I can tell you that my family appreciates it so much. The overwhelming support has been just dramatic, because it wasn't just my loss. It was the loss for so many people out there that was touched by my father. And I appreciate you all. And I know a lot of you all out there were touched by him, whether it was his music or even just watching him on reality shows with me, and him just the beautiful character and the loving, funny guy that he is. And, that crazy motherfucker you all know within me, well, it came from him. And I got to thank him, and I got to honor him for that. So for those that don't watch me because of that, well, you know what? The guy like my dad, or how I am, have it your way, but we like it the fun way, the laughing way, and to enjoy life and to love life. And I just hope that whoever out there was touched by him, or whoever watched him on a reality show with me, or listened to his music, or just knew him personally, that rubbed off on you. Well, we always start the show off by going into the collective first and seeing what's going on with the collective. I do want to say also, I only have 2 more weeks of HYPERGATE left. So HYPERGATE is on Tuesday nights from 5 p.m. Pacific now until whenever we end. But I have only 2 more weeks of the live part of HYPERGATE. We've already done 6 weeks. You can watch all the recordings. Go to highvibe.tv, click on school, and then click on HYPERGATE, or go to highvibetvschool.com and click on HYPERGATE as well. You can register whenever you want. We have our own school portal at highvibe.tv where you would get your own login, everything, and you can watch all the content. You can also get all the other schools, like my Love School right now, or my Leo King Elite if you want to learn astrology and so forth. But HYPERGATE is something on its own. It's definitely teaching you how to escape the Matrix. And did you know, Ann, did you watch the Matrix 4 trailer yet? I
saw what you posted.
Oh my gosh. Matrix 4 is going to wake up the world. I don't even think some people yet. I had this convo actually last night with my brother. My brother got it, and we were on the same page. And my brother looked at me and he goes, man, I sent it out to a bunch of people too. Like, did you see the Matrix 4 trailer? And everybody was like, nah, whatever. Like, it's like, whatever. Like, that mother, they're like, They're going to wake up the fucking world. So you know what? If you don't think that the light's winning at this moment, it's just little things like that. Matrix 4 is going to blow the lid off all this shit. And all those that I know are out there in the spiritual community that stand in their truth and stand in their integrity and stand in their love and share that with people and are not afraid. I love you. And I just want to say, keep going. And that's what High Vibe's all been about, is always about spreading the truth, spreading the light, and not being afraid of all the fear out there, not being afraid of being the human being that you are, not being afraid to express your life from the uniqueness that you are, but more importantly, the uniqueness that is the powerfulness of the love that you have to give to this planet and to this world and to this universe. And more importantly, that power through God that comes to all of us, that we were all divinely orchestrated to be and to connect with. And it's so beautiful and it's so powerful. And I just hope that even just these words of inspiration, just even if they're just words you've heard many times before, give you that ambition in your life and that strive to live that life. That's all we have to do in this life. And there's so much that looks so complicated right now when it really isn't. So if we could roll that collective, let's go into it. I'm going to give the astrology first, and then we're going to go into the random zodiac signs, however they are picked by the divine. Well, this week in the astrology, it's a big deal. We got Mars moving into Libra. It's detriment. It doesn't like to be here, of course, because Mars is Aries ruled, and now we're coming into, well, actually, sorry. Aries is Mars ruled. Libra is Venus ruled. Mars is coming into Venus's home. Now, Mars and Libra, of course, can be beautiful, though, because it really is about unions. It really is about, we kind of sometimes need to push each other in order to get things to go. It also is about diplomacy and fairness and equality and having the courage to do that. But it's about also the courage to connect. It's the connection of friends, of lovers, of business partners, to really start to define our life by these things. And so that's a little hard, of course, because Mars, of course, rules Aries. And so, the individual, it's so easy to have your control of your own life by defining what you want only and so forth. But when we get into Libra, it's about finding that equality or finding that there is power between the energy of two, the masculine and the feminine, the dark and the light. There's the balance of the yin and the yang and the positive and the negative. We can only live in this life without, or we can't live this life without another. I mean, if you just think about life itself, you can't live your life just by yourself as a human being. You wouldn't be able to make it, whether it's the amazing farmers out there that go out there every day and plow the fields and make the crops happen for us to eat our food, or whether it's the people that are creating the products that you need to survive, or make your Biore pad and get all the dirt off your face and make you look better. I mean, I don't give a fuck what it is. Come closer. Look at my fucking shit on my face. Thanks, Pablo Francisco. He's the man. Look at my dirt. You want some of that? You want me to go get a hemorrhoid pad? Fucking for you out there. Hey, check that out. The guys who make preparation H fucking pads, fucking with cooling aloe vera gel. It takes this world, we need to get these beautiful things from other parts of life in order to get forward. And so Mars and Libra, it's that detriment. It's not that fall like in Cancer, right? Mars does not like to be in the moon sign, right? Because it's like, it's like, I don't feel good. I don't want to go anywhere, right? So if you don't feel good, Mars doesn't do well there. So that's the worst place. But the second to worst place here is Taurus, of course, and of course, Libra, Venus's home, because both their homes, because of course, sometimes it's like, I don't know if I could do this without somebody, or I don't feel like I have the ability. Sometimes we need to get that other person in life to push us. And so this is definitely going to be a very intense time because, of course, we do have Venus and Scorpio. So we have now a beautiful, beautiful mutual reception. Now, I like a mutual reception because Mars is looking over at Venus like, yo, how you doing? And Venus is looking over at Mars like, yo, how you doing? Because Venus would rather be in Libra, not Scorpio, where Mars is at home in Scorpio. Mars is looking over at Scorpio like, ooh, how you doing, Venus? You looking real good over there. And Venus is like, well, you looking really good over there. You're in Libra. That's my home. So there is something to say about that mutual reception, that we all got to find that common denominator in our life. But with Venus and Scorpio, it's going to square Saturn in Aquarius this week. So where are we blocking ourselves from what we are truly want and desire? and what we want to connect with. Saturn in Aquarius is about new, innovative, and moving into our futures and not being afraid of that. With Saturn being a restrictor and teaching us the challenges that we have to grow and overcome. Venus in Scorpio, which is at its detriment too. It doesn't like to be in Mars's house. So guess what? We're having to face a Saturn where it likes to be in Aquarius. But even though Mars is going to be trining the Jupiter-Saturn energy in Aquarius, and we got Mercury in Libra right now, which actually is going to start making a nice trine over to Jupiter. But at the same time, start making squares to Pluto in Capricorn. You know, these are going to be times that are definitely going to be testy, but the only test is whether or not you're going to overcome your fears about connection. We're at the end of Virgo season, ready for a full moon that's coming at the end of this weekend into Monday. And this full moon in Pisces is about how do we make the dream come true in our life? We just had the Sun opposed Neptune. And I think that it's been beautiful because it's like, you got to face all your subconscious sensitivities. You got to face all the things that make you feel like a little fish with gills and, oh my gosh, don't touch me. Are you going to slime away from the reality that you want to change? Or are you going to swim into it? You know, this is definitely a time also about bridging dreams and reality. This is a time for us to connect to our higher spiritual selves and bring that and embody that and know that we live in a physical reality just as much as we live in a metaphysical reality, which really is what metaphysical truly is this divine nature and this physical nature and how they come together. There is no escape of, I'm on 5D and I'm not going to have a physical body. And what are you going to do? Float around like a fucking S protein spike? Oh, shit. Don't get me going. Don't get me going today. Fucking trust me on that one. But I just want to say that, you know, with this full moon building up, with this Venus square Saturn building up, you know, people can really, the release of a full moon, especially in Pisces, is letting go and surrendering. Stop worrying so much. Stop freaking yourself out. Stop freaking yourself out about what is your true desires. What are the things that you want to connect with? That's what Mars and Venus are about. In especially Scorpio and Libra, and they're both in detriment and they're mutually receptive. With Saturn in Aquarius, it's like, what are you so afraid about changing your future for? Jupiter's here to give you that great gift. Mercury's understanding that great gift, but what is it squaring? Pluto. Mercury square Pluto. Oh God, I'm terrified. I'm terrified of control. We got to let go of this idea of control. Even the idea, I just did a live on Instagram, the control of what? Of people dying. Hey, I just lost my father this weekend. There's nothing that Mr. fucking lying ass Fauci could have fucking done to save my pop's life. Had nothing to do with anything about that. No matter what you do, nobody in life can save your life. When it's your time to go in life, it's your time to go. But at the same time, in so many other fears that we have in life, it's like, you can just sit there and just sit in your fear all day. You know, it's like I said earlier, it's like one of those beautiful things where we get on a sailboat, we put up our sails, and we have to trust the God. What are we going to do? Call up fucking Bill fucking Flake and fucking have him build some fucking weird ass shit out in the middle of the ocean to push your sailboat along more because we live in a world where nobody can get wind anymore? Like, come on. The divine comes through with the wind to set your sails and go into the destiny, into the course, into your life. You don't have control of this reality, whether you want to believe that or not, when it comes to these kind of things, especially when it comes to whether or not you're going to die, whether or not you're going to step it when God's like, here you go. Here's the ultimate gifts of life. Are you going to take them and keep your sails up and accept the wind of change? Or are you going to push them down? That's what this Pluto transit is. Remember that we are very close from entering into Libra season. This week, we won't have that Libra season. Next week, we're going to move into Libra. And that's going to flip the world, literally. It's going to also at the same time bring us into Libra energy, which is all about relationships. So this Virgo energy is at the last adjustments of your life. That, you know what? Libra or Virgo can bring up stress. It can bring up, you know, especially anxiety or nervousness or all these things. Trying to be too perfect. Fuck perfection. The only perfection there is whether or not you make the change, whether or not you step into your authentic self. That Venus in Scorpio is going to have a rough time if you are afraid of connection. If you are afraid of, especially as it's getting ready for its oppositions to Uranus, And then, of course, in Taurus, of course, and then that big square to Jupiter that's coming over this next, 3 weeks. Like, this is where you can have the treasure of your life, or you could throw the map out the window and the key and just take on nothing. And that's up to you. Hey, I'm not here to tell you what to do with your life, but I can tell you that I want you to have a life that you thrive in, that you have happiness in, that you have love in. We're now so far where all the zodiac is now stopped and piled up at the end of the zodiac, from Neptune and Pisces to Jupiter and Saturn and Aquarius to Pluto and Capricorn. Now we're on the last week of the sun being in Virgo, and then it comes into Libra, and then we are with every planet except for Uranus, which is in Taurus. Uranus will be the only sign in a personal sign. Everything else is non-personal. So you really think you could just do this all alone in life? No, we're going to have to all as a collective come together. We're going to all have to figure this shit out, and we're going to have to all face the music when it comes to the alliances we make. The fears that we have. Venus and Scorpio brings up fears of connection, of abandonment, of fears of things not going exactly the way that, maybe we feel like there's secrets, or maybe we feel that there's trust issues, or maybe we feel that there's intimacy issues. When it scores Saturn, oh boy, it comes into Aquarius looking at it like, you're still worried about that shit? I'm so much higher up the ladder, and I'm the 11th sign up. We're already up talking to heaven and shit and the divine. You're down there still fucking tripping on shit? You're too afraid that you won't get the winds of change? Or are you blocking the winds of change? That's going to be your biggest question this week. Whether it's love, whether it's in your just personal life and your spiritual growth this week. Are you allowing yourself to miss the winds of change, or are you purposely even seeing the winds of change and going, I'm going to just put down the sails and just act like fucking, I don't want to face my fear and shit. That's going to hurt, and it's going to sting. Because the one thing that happens in Venus and Scorpio is the yearning, and also the fear of missing out, which is actually just missing out. And so this is a time for you to realize that all that's left in this life is connection and love. And of course, with the North Node still being in Gemini truth. Because if you're going to sit with this South Node in Sag and a full moon that's brewing up here in Pisces, and you're afraid of the dream, you're afraid of staying into your old patterns of your old belief systems and how you believe things will always be, you're never going to be into truth. The only way that you can find truth is being a little young energy and jumping over the fence and seeing what the fuck's on the other side. The grass is greener on the other side. I'm here to tell you that. That the idea right now that it's not, well, just go watch CNN, go watch MSNBC, go watch all the media. You really think that this is the best that we could have? You really think that this is the best truth we could have in our life? Go look at your own life. You think that this is the best it could be? I'm here to tell you that it could be way better. And that this is a week to where whether or not we are going to see if we block that from happening, or we are willing to honor that God is coming through to give us things, to give us great gifts, to give us amazing energies to align with, to ally with, and to see whether or not we can change our lives for our future, and whether or not we're ready to face the fears and transmute those fears into the phoenix that rises. Or are we just going to continue to block them? So let's see what's going on with the cards for the collective this week here. I'm going to start just with a couple different card decks today. A little Morgan Greer started off. First card that we got here is, wow, 10 of Cups upright. You got to be joking me here. The card of the ultimate dream, of ultimate love, happiness. This is the best card that we can get emotionally in our lives. Are we going to believe that the emotional dream can happen? Or are we going to deny that one? We got the moon card there. Look at that. So a little bit of that weird moodiness that can come, or the fear. But look at this card always, in every moon card, there are the creepy critters that come out of the water at the moonlight and have to come out. We have to get rid of that shadow nature within ourselves, our fears. And we need to let the true emotion out, especially if we're going to get the ultimate cups, the 10 of Cups, where we get all the things in life that we want, all the dreams and all the fantasies we want. Our challenge card here, well, we did get 2 of Wands in reverse. So, I'm looking at this like, hey, it's a time for us to realize we can have the world that we want to have in our lives, but why are we so focused on the world that we don't want to have? We got to let go of that. We need to focus on looking at that we can have the world that we want in our lives, especially a 10 of Cups world. Our overall that we got here, 9 of Cups reversed. I got a feeling that this card's definitely interesting because it does come before the 10 of Cups. But our overall is saying, like, why are we so afraid to have all the most amazing things in our life that we can have? Why are we not optimistic enough? Why are we not opening up the doors when they're open for us? Why are we so afraid? Maybe it's the past. We'll get some clarity on that. I don't know. I'm doing my old school readings with 5 cards right now. Ace of Pentacles or Ace of Swords in reverse is our spiritual advice card. You're not going to be able to pierce this reality if you're not really ready to pierce the reality into a full new energy. You can't let the mind continue to block you from piercing the reality. When the Ace of Swords comes, it's a new setting. It's a new time. It's a reset. It's a new vibration. And the spiritual advice is saying, shut the fuck up from the new energies. Fucking pierce that shit. Let's step into that shit. So I want to pull a couple cards here. I'm just going to go off crazy intuition today and why, just to find some clarity on things, pull some oracles and move on to the sun signs. But I want to know what this 10 of Cups here is about. That's the best card, especially, this is Deep Love Tarot, but I'm also doing sun signs as well, or just general horoscopes for the astrology right now. So why did we get that 10 of Cups here? And then we got the moon reversed. Oh my gosh, look at that. How funny. We've got a moon card, but a moon reversed. It's surrounded by the moon. But that moon reversal is saying that beautiful life, we got to get over any of the emotions that are holding us back and step forward into the emotions that are the ultimate fantasy life, the ultimate dream, the ultimate harmony, the ultimate love that we can all have in our life. If we're going to block that, we got a moon and a moon reversed just surrounding that motherfucker. Why did we get that moon reversed? Or sorry, the moon upright. Oh, shit. Ace of Wands reversed. But you're afraid of bringing the ultimate new love story in, the new happiness into your life? You can't be afraid of that. You're never going to get anywhere. You're never going to get out of that swamp. Think of it like a swamp. When you're afraid of love, when you're afraid of the emotional element of love, when you're afraid of the ultimate fantasy, you're just in the swamp because those little creatures don't get out. They just stay in. What's up with this 2 of Wands that's reversed? Oh, we got the 4 of Swords reversed here. I think that we feel uneasy because we're not looking at the world we want. We keep looking at the world that we don't want. Maybe we don't feel comfortable with that new world, but we still feel too comfortable with staying in that shitty world. It's like, hey, having a little bit of that uncomfort energy is what moves us out, right? When it feels uncomfortable, when you're sitting in a shitty seat on a plane and you're like, I don't want to sit here anymore. I'm going to get up and go to the bathroom. Hopefully you can join the Mile High Club, but if you can't, you can at least adjust yourself and move around and fucking change things. And it's like, this is about changing your life and having a better life. Hey, why can't you join the Mile High Club? Fuck it. You know what I mean in life? I don't think Fauci would like that one. 7 of Wands upright here for this 9 of Cups in reverse. I think that this is great. It's saying like the issue of having all the emotions that we want to have in our life and the full optimism and all these wishes comes from whether or not we have the valor enough to stand for what we really want in our lives. If you're not strong enough to stand for what you want, you're never going to ever have optimism for anything. If you're not willing to put that courage in and lay that valor and take the higher ground and fucking stand on that ground and say, this is what I'm owning, this is what I'm standing for. You know what? I show up here every fucking week, all the fucking time, because I fucking have that valor. I stand for this fucking collective. I stand for this illuminating the collective consciousness. I stand for High Vibe TV all the way and High Vibe for the collective around the world. And you know what? I am given nothing but blessings. But if you can't do that in your life about anything this week, or about the things that are really potent or that you're afraid of, or that, this ultimate fantasy, that's the main card we got. The 10 of Cups upright. If you can't stand for shit like that, then you're never going to be optimistic enough. You've got to set a stand. What's up with that Ace of Swords in reverse? Wow. Am I not joking? We got the Ace of Swords upright. I cannot believe it. I'm using 2 different decks. This Ace of Swords is saying, pierce the reality and stop being so fucking dumb and stop fucking coming up with excuses in your head. Because if you're living in your head, cups and swords, I'm sorry to say, if you want to use like the old school way with spades and hearts and clubs, Spades. Ace of spades. Like, I hate to say it, the spades are always challenges. The swords are always challenges. You know why? Because love, emotion, and even creating and manifesting don't work when your mind is not working or your mind is fucking blocking the whole show to pierce this new reality. What's going on with the Avalon cards here? Well, we got the water fairy, which is feelings and emotions. Look at her. She's fucking like ready to fucking feel, baby. I mean, I'm not a girl, but I'm a man. When I see a woman that looks like this, it's like, okay, she's ready to feel it all up. Okay. This is what men respond to in life, right? This is also what just even anybody responds to. Women, other women respond. Like, they see a girl on their Instagram and she looks happy and she looks in her happiness. They're like, fuck yeah, I like it. If she looks like she's fucking just there to put on some makeup and fucking take a picture in a bikini and looks like, you know, like, oh, look at me. It's like, bitches don't respond well to it. They're like, that bitch fucking, she's just trying to fucking get up some likes. If you're in your true feelings and emotions, you're going to be able to get to the ultimate fantasy in your life. If you're denying those, though, which is the water fairy, you got to be realizing that that deals with heavy emotional stuff. What's going on just with our challenge here? Oh, love. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, you know what? We're not going to get the world that we want, and we're going to stay in an uncomfortable place if we're afraid of having love. And that love comes in so many different forms. But if we're afraid of love itself, which is in this, look at this. If we just look at it real quick here, Ann, just on the side shot, look at the stairway. This is the stairway to heaven, the stairway to love. That we build the building blocks upwards in our life by love. We only go down when we don't go into love. And what's up with this piercing of the reality? This Ace of Swords, forgiveness. So we need to forgive ourselves for our mind being dumbasses. But at the same time, we need to let our feelings and emotions and our love take place, because that's not working for us anymore. I'm just going to pull a couple more oracle. I want to see what's going on with the Astro deck here. What's going on with the astrology, the black moon. You know, these cards I've had forever. Christopher Witecki gave me these for my birthday, I think like 2013, 2014. I don't even remember anymore. They're so old. Air element, communication. Also, I think that this is all about, you know, piercing into the air. There's so much of this like beautiful element that comes into our life when it really raises all of our stresses and so forth. The more that we are able to communicate and we let our feelings out, we let our, whatever we're thinking, we let it out. I think that's so important. I'll pull one more of these with this. What did we get? Oh, Pluto, transformation. Oh, shit. Not just communicating the deepest, powerful truth, letting our fears transform, communicating what our fears are. That's interesting. And I'm going to pull a vampire, les vampires, whatever, les vampires. I can't do, I'm not French. Well, actually, that's not true. But at the end of the day, I can't speak French very well. So, les vampires, whatever, pyres, the fucking vampires. The fucking vampires. What do the vampires got to fucking say? Eternal youth, the first card in the deck. Energy, newness, vitality. This is where it's all at, folks. We got a bunch of Ace of Sword energy. We got that Ten of Cups there. We got a moon reversed, a moon upright. We've got the water fairy, love, forgiveness. It's time for that new energy, that vitality, and that eternal youth to come in. What do the Astro Dice got to tell us? We got Cancer, 12th house, with part of fortune. The spiritual, emotional world, and connecting to God and connecting to whatever we feel God is telling us to feel and connect with emotionally is where all of our fortune lies. That will change in our physical reality. If we're too afraid to surrender to our emotions, to surrender to God's will through our emotional life, through connection, through home, through family, through eternal energy that brings us that beautiful energy of feeling, then nothing will materialize and the fortune won't come. Very interesting. So let's pick the first zodiac sign while I change these cards out. And we've got Aquarius. Aquarius is going to be the first sign today. Aquarius. Hi, Dad. Of course, my dad was Aquarius, and first thing that pops up, Aquarius. Oh, what's up, Pops? You're being heard, Pops. You know what I mean? Don't get all excited too quick here, Pops. So my dad, like, ooh, yeah, pick me first. Okay, I got you. Don't worry. Oh, all right, Aquarius. Let's talk about your astrology while I'm doing this. This week, we got Venus in your 10th house, but we got Mars now moving into your 9th in Libra, and we got the Sun finishing up in your 8th house. I think for you, Aquarius, a lot of this is coming down to the big changes in your life, especially with Venus square Saturn here. It's time to get to the bottom with Sun in the 8th of what do you really want in your life that's going to take you farther? I think a lot of it has to deal with that you have to define what you want more to make even a plan. You can say that you're making plans and so forth, but when they're kind of like not fully committed to, or maybe with Mars now and with Mercury in shadow before the retrograde here in the 9th, like, yeah, maybe you feel like you have more to try to understand. But the truth going deeper into this, especially with the full moon in Pisces building, is, hey, you know what you want. It's about using the energy of contemplation and moving that into hope and moving that into, no, I want to expand what I already want to have and where I really want to go. And I think that the surrender to knowing that with the 2nd house energy that's coming with the full moon and that 8th house energy with the Sun, this is all about a transformational time in your life. And it's whether or not you're ready to own what you really want to have and also disown what you don't want to have in your life and be willing to set the authority, set the mark in your life, and actually reach that place and so forth. So we're going to do the cards the OG way that we do here, or at least, how I do them here. Let's see what's going on for Aquarius this life for love now. Thinking about love for Aquarius. Sending you my best, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on for you in your love life this week here. Let's see what the first card that came out here is. You did get the 4 of Wands in reverse. You got the 9 of Wands as your challenge. And you got the 6 of Swords in reverse as your overall here in your spiritual vice. And the way that you get through this is 3 of Pentacles. Well, I think what I'm seeing here is maybe you feel like it's kind of hard to know what to celebrate about. It almost could feel like, there's things that, especially it's kind of interesting if you look at this, it's like way out there, right? You can see that celebration of where they usually do weddings right there, those 4 of Wands out there, and they're way far back. But she's holding a little cat there, and she's all excited for it. This is reversed. It almost kind of feels like you're self-removed right now, and you're kind of overthinking things, especially as your challenges this 9 of Wands. Remember, there's 1 wand in the hand of the 9 of Wands, so you still have power, but so many of those wands are walls that have been put up. That 6 of Swords reversed, almost feeling like, do I have to change things and go in a new direction? There could be a deep fear about that. But that 3 of Pentacles is like, you need to be building things with the energy that you want to be building with. You're never going to find the love and the happiness and the celebration. You're not going to be able to go anywhere, and you're just going to kind of stay kind of lumped up in the same spot when you got a bunch of defense up, and, it's the wounded warrior that's all like, I want to put that up, but I'm still a warrior. Like, this is what's got to fall away from you now. And I feel like, for you especially, like, this is definitely a powerful time for you to really realize, like, you got so much energy here in the 9th house now building up. It's like there's so many options in your life, but it's more about getting clear with Venus in Scorpio now, making a plan, and then just rocket shipping it and not being, this is about getting rid of hesitation. Yep, 9 of Pentacles in reverse is why you got that 4 of Wands reverse. So you're just stuck in the mud, basically, and not moving on the forward adventure. The 9 of Pentacles is the long life that we live, this physical manifestation. And when you're stopped, well, and you're not excited about things, especially, there's a problem there. You need to figure out why you're stopped so much, and you need to start moving the energy forward and remembering that value that you have. What's up with that 6 of Swords that we got reversed? We got the Ace of Swords upright. I think it's definitely time for you to see that a new energy and a new way of going about things is everything right now. With that 6 of Swords reversed, you can't be afraid to pierce the reality in a new way and start a new energy and get to a better place. Go to a better spot in life. Take the boat to the great place. Don't be afraid of it. You had a 6 of Pentacles here in the middle of your challenge line. I just wanted to pull that. I just feel like you don't feel like maybe you're you're not receiving the same kind of treatment the same way, or maybe you feel like you're having a money issue, or you're putting out too money, or like it's not equal in that sense, like, or it's just give and take isn't the same way right now. This definitely kind of reminds me of kind of like a little bit of a red flag energy, like maybe more yellow, but it's just like something's off here. Well, don't keep sitting in the off. You got to do something about it. That's what we're going to find out about right now. We're actually not going to use the astrology ones for this week. I'm going to use the Avalon deck and then the Unicorn deck, and then I'm going to go into the Vampire deck. What's going on here in this first line with you? Love. Well, are you really in true love here? I got a 4 of Wands reverse. I got a 9 of Pentacles reverse. It doesn't feel like you're receiving it from the other end, or you almost maybe feel like you went too deep into some place and maybe you're not really wanting it. Could be that too. Or you're dealing with somebody who you don't feel is loving you the same way, especially because I got that 6 of Pentacles reverse there. So that's, I hate to say it, but that's a big part, Aquarius. That's definitely not something to not pay attention to. You definitely have to pay attention to that one. Like, you can't just keep going, oh, well, I don't know, I'm excited about something just to be excited about it. Can't be, it has to be real, but something has stopped you, Knight of Pentacles, to look at whether or not something's as exciting or worth celebrating anymore. And it's hard to say. It's love, and this is a love reading right now. Unicorn-wise, you got uncored relationships. Holy shit. Let go now. Forgiveness is freedom. Well, you know, I gotta say, with the 3 of Pentacles, there could be, for some Aquarians, you might be feeling like there's another person involved. But at the same time, it's almost like maybe you don't feel like that people are really coming through with what they want, and you feel guarded right now. And maybe it's okay to look at the options that you have about letting go, letting forgiveness happen. But uncourting relationships is something that you can't be afraid of right now. You know? You gotta be free. You gotta be in the energy that you want to be in. If you don't feel it's really moving the direction you want, or it's what you really want, like, hey, like, be an Aquarius. Like, learn to disconnect. You got the eternal youth. That's fucking crazy. Well, okay. I think that this is all about a new start. Ace of Swords, eternal youth. This is very much with what we just got with the collective. Like, it's time for you to step into that. And you know what? Why are you so afraid to step into that new road and that eternal youth, that 6 of Swords reverse? Remember, when the 6 of Swords is bright, it's like, get on the motherfucking boat and let's go. It's like being in the ring. That bitch is fucking coming out of the TV. There's a boat to get out of fucking Dodge. Fucking get on the boat. What does good old Ganesh have to say? What did Ganesh gotta say? What's Ganesh gotta say? Promise of the future. I mean, there's so much trying to move you into a new future, Aquarius. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I really don't. I mean, this is awesome. But at the same time, I think there's definitely some uncourting and some changes that I got to go about, or definitely moving more into the eternal flame of where you want to go. Let's see what the major arcana has to say for you this week. Let's go. What the major's got to say? This future, this eternal youth, this lot. I mean, there's a lot of great cards here, but there's also a lot of cards saying that has stopped, and you need to get on the right tracks to get that back. And there's definitely a promise of a new future. The moon, you can't be afraid emotionally to be honest about this future that you're looking at, and wherever it's not going right or whatever you're feeling, you need to let it out. You can't keep hiding that or holding that in. And you got the Emperor. Definitely got to go towards that future that you want and stop fucking playing for somebody else's fucking emotional stuff. Your Astro dice for this week are, you didn't get Saturn here. You did get it in the 4th house in Sag. You definitely have some tough choices about, you know, your belief and where you're going, especially based off your emotional life. But you have to believe in the emotions that you want. And I know that's a challenge, but if you take authority over your emotions and you go into only the emotions that are expansive and that are growing you into the place that you want to go, you'll get where you're looking for. This week definitely going to be troubled relationships for the Aquarians. But at the same time, they also get party because there's a party on the other side and they deal with the troubles. All right, let's see what the next sign is. Libra's not last, Dan. Libra's second place. We got all the air signs coming out. All the air signs are like, oh shit, Mars is coming in the air. We got Jupiter and Saturn in the air. Oh my God, we got Mercury in the air. Oh my God. Air signs are going to be all over the place. I'm telling you that one. Telling you that one right now. Your local air sign will definitely be a show to watch over the next 2 months. You will just be like, what the fuck? That another air, oh my God, we all know that about the air signs. You know, everybody tries to say fire signs or, oh my God, no, fucking the air signs are going to be the ones like, that fucking crazy motherfucker just did what? Doesn't mean it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, if you're an air sign out there, you already feel it. It's fucking getting, woo! Woo! All right, let's talk about your horoscope going on right now for being Libra. Well, it's definitely a lot of energy coming into your life. Now you got Mars pumping up into your sign. Time for you to get the life you want. Time to redefine your life. You got Venus in your second house. It's going to square Saturn in your love house. Hey, any of your insignificant self-worth issues about having the love that you want, you got to get over right now. Or picking partners or picking love situations or picking even things in your creative life, base stuff lowering your standards has to end. Stop lowering your standards, Libra. Oh, I just hit a chord, didn't I? Mars is definitely going to hit that chord this week and be like, I deserve more of what I want. Why am and with Venus and Scorpio, it's going to be like, I'm not happy. I'm looking at fucking my love life and I want this exciting, futuristic, exciting, connective love. And what am I doing holding on to the bullshit? And this full moon in Pisces is definitely going to be bringing up a lot when it comes to how you can surrender your reality to get a reality with the sun in the 12th house here finishing up for you this week. Remember that sun in the 12th house, you're clearing out some shit still. And this full moon is how to actually bring in this beautiful moment where you can change your reality. And by surrendering to things that are shit and turning it into rainbow unicorn dust. All right, Libra, let's see what's going on with your love life with the cards now. All right, Libra, you're going to get a lot of attention with Mars in your sign and Mercury in your sign. Remember, Mercury goes retrograde here fucking on the 26th, and you got the sun coming into your sign, of course, here on the 22nd into the 23rd. So, hey, it's a big game right now. You want to set yourself up for that big game this week, you know what I mean? So I got a feeling this love reading is going to be a lot about what maybe you're going to have. And I hate to say it, Venus square Saturn, and you got it in the second and the fifth house. That's like choosing people that are not worthy of you or still holding on to people who aren't worthy of you. Like, let that shit go. Like, come on. Like, don't wear permanent beer goggles anymore, Libra. Like, no more beer goggles, period. You know what I mean? Or I'm just going to call them Libra relationship goggles. Like, look at, oh my God, they're amazing. It's like, you're joking, right? Are you wearing those like new Google glasses or something? Did they like fucking alter the fucking senses of yourself? Like, I don't know. Did you just get the shot? Sorry. Okay, first card that we got here for you is the Four of Pentacles. Upright, I like that card here. Your challenge is the Hangman. Oh, I told you I fucking do it. Oh my God. The Hangman. Look at you. Two of Wands is your overall. I'm liking that. How did we get through this Hangman situation? The Emperor reversed. Yeah, stop fucking putting all this energy into fucking things that are hanging you. You're not gonna win over this energy that makes you feel stuck. You got a Four of Pentacles here. You got to have what's the bomb.com, not what's shit.com. Anybody want to go buy this is the shit.com that's not good, like, or just like shit.com? Let me have shit.com. How about that? Is that the website you keep going to? Let me have shit.com. No. It's about having what you really want and stop hanging yourself by endlessly going after, especially relationships and people that honestly don't have the power to give you what you want and have you keep sitting there and kind of being like contemplative and like, I don't really know. You have the World card here, the lower version of it, the lower arcana, the Two of Wands. This is the world that you could truly have, but it's also just sitting there. We need to get you out of just sitting on things to have you move your energy to sit where you have the things that you want. That's what I'm starting to see right here. Very interesting to pull these cards first. Let's see what's going on here to get some more clarity. I got that Four of Pentacles there. I like that card. It can be a little greedy, though. Don't be holding on to... If you're with the Grinch right now, unless the Grinch is on a bunch of fucking shrooms and LSD, like Brent Paula did, fucking go watch that fucking video. It's a fucking hilarious about the fucking Grinch. That guy's the man. Fucking. If you're with that Grinch, it's okay. But if you're with a Grinch, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like... Four of Pentacles, don't be stubborn by holding on to something that's fucking shitty. Like, and make sure that it's really, if you're going to hold on to something so tight, it better smell good. It better not smell like shit. It better not look like shit. And also, better not be all hairy and prickly in the wrong ways too. And then be like, can you shave it for me right now? Knight of Swords reversed. Don't think you can go rush in and save the day on some situation that you don't want. But this is also kind of saying that maybe you're not rushing to save the day for yourself enough. Like, you're kind of at the end game here of where it's like, I need to fucking change something really fast, and you're almost denying that, and you have to stop because you're holding on, you're sitting down. The Knight of Swords reversed is like, let's get going, but no, oh my gosh. Nah, you can't just keep sitting in purgatory. What'd you get here with this Emperor and this Hangman? Oh, Page of Wands. I think, Page of Wands is so simple because it's so youthful and so energetic. It's like, let's get back on the swing. Like, who's the boy or the girl that's pushing me with the swing? I used to go on the swings and try and pick up on chicks in the 3rd grade. It was hot. Handball. I fucking had a fucking badass slicey. But, I think that it's about having more fun in your life instead of being, I feel like you're around or you're dealing with energy that's not fun anymore. And I feel like if there's no fun and there's no excitement and there's no youthfulness, and also they might not even be telling you like positive love things. They're not be telling you like, hey, you're hot. Fucking, I think you're hot. Let's do something. Like, Page of Wands, like, trust me, they're fucking good about, hey, you're fucking sexy. They'll send you emojis fucking all day. If you ain't getting those little heart emojis and shit, and all you get is okay or the thumbs up, oh my God, run away. Thumbs up, run away. Anybody who throws you thumbs up is creepy anyway. Let's just be honest. Anybody who gives you it looks so weird. It looks like that. Have you ever noticed it? It doesn't look like, a thumbs up look like that. It looks like an AI Fauci thumbs up, like with like 8 masks on, like, I'm doing really good. Get away from that shit. All right, what's going on with that 2 of Wands here? I got a good feeling about this 2 of Wands. I like it. I see all this big new world coming for you. What's this new world? Are you going to just sit there, though? Are you taking a shit? You changing your fucking... I found out this weekend, or it was on like this week, that girls have cups for their periods now. I just found out about this shit. I'm not saying it's bad. I just thought it was like, wow, it's fucking okay. So are you changing your cup? You changing your tampon? What's the deal? What are you sitting around for? Or if you're a dude, well, Libra dudes, come on. Like, are you wearing a cup, bro? Fucking. Oh, shit. Oh, we got the 6 of Pentacles. Oh, shit. This is about money? This is about fear of not having what's needed, but it is upright. Hey, it's okay to sit and worry about, can I have what's worthy to me, and somebody show up, and somebody that wants to be the same way, or even somebody that wants to maybe like kind of help a cup out. Can you help a cup out, yo? Like, it's fucking leaking. I got to go pour it out. This is for all the cups out there. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm sorry. It's going to make me always look like, is this my cup? Is this your cup? You know what? Maybe it's going to help. I'm going side note here at Spiritual Talk. Like, I believe that women should take their menstrual blood and fucking put it in the earth like they did back in the day. And some girls look at me like that's fucking crazy. So maybe the cup thing's going to help that happen. I wonder what, like, with all the CV laws out there. Oh my God, you're putting blood into the earth. Anyway, that's for another video. You know what I mean? I don't know. We need to pull another card for this. Ten of Swords. This is you getting over the same patterns of being with people who say they're going to offer the world, but really don't shut up with it. And then they turn on a dime and they don't, and they really are not fair and they don't own it. And you need that full fairness. I like how it's at 6 o'clock. Just like, between, it's very Libra. It's sunset. And there's a pendulum here swinging. Look at that. Like, if we could do it with a side shot, there's a pendulum swinging. Where it's time for you to start. Are you swinging the pendulum to the world you want, or is that pendulum swinging the other way? Like, are you still doing that pattern where it's like the pendulum swinging the wrong way, and yeah, I'm gonna take it now in that world, or where's the pendulum swinging the right way, and being like, okay, that's when I get on. It's like the train's taking off. Okay, let me get on the train. Or is it when the train's stopping, you're like, okay, I guess that's when I'm gonna get on the train. It's like, oh, I just got on the train. The conductor's like, excuse me, we are stopping the train. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like that's kind of how you've been living through things lately, or your love stories, and that's here to change. That's here to change. What's going on here with the wisdom of what's going on in Avalon? What is you know what? Is Merlin gonna show up for you? Is the Lady of the Lake gonna show up? What's going on here? I want to know what should you be having here? You got this 4 of Pentacles here. I think that also you need to have somebody that knows their value and knows their worth just as much as the value and worth that you need to learn too. That's the mirroring the beautiful part of a relationship. And somebody that's actually willing to be like gung-ho, let's fucking do it, opposed to these fucking losers out there, fucking Knight of Swords reversed. They're not heroes. They definitely weren't rushing into buildings on 9/11. You know what they were doing? They were rushing for the potato chips and fucking talking shit. Letting go. Fuck. Letting go. I think that and this is a major card. I feel like for you, it's like letting go of the energy where you keep holding the energy that doesn't want to move fast. It doesn't want to fucking, I can be your hero, baby. Don't let me get all Enrique Iglesias on you. You know, he got Anna Kournikova. He must have been doing something right. And I bet you that bitch would have fucking beat his ass every day in fucking tennis. But I'll be honest, she was like my high school crush. Fucking Anna Kournikova was like, whoa. She was one of my crushes when I was young. But yeah, fucking, it's time to let go. And you got to find like that energy that's like, more gung-ho and more seeing the value that they have within themselves and the value that you deserve because you see that value within yourself. What's going on here with your unicorn life? How's your unicorn life going? You got a unicorn up in the stable? You got a cup for the unicorn? Oh, wait. Unicorns don't fucking have menstrual cycles. They have unicorn cycles? Well, I went from... You can see a unicorn. I'm in my unicorn cycle. I went from purple to fucking green. Like, what happened? It's like, it's okay. It happens. A bunch of people took shots out there and fucking, our cycles are changing right now from purple to green. But just like relax. It'll go back from green to purple with a little bit of pink in between. There's a cup for that. I'll get you in on it. You can get it on Etsy. All right, what's going on here? I like this Page of Wands to get you out of this Emperor reverse. And again, Knight of Swords reverse, Emperor reverse. It's dealing with people who don't have they don't have the power, and you're just sitting there like, oh, but I should hold on to it. And especially if they're not fucking giving you that love to show. You got the Cocoon of White Light. I always like this card very much, especially the butterfly that's coming. It's very Libra-ish. But look at this. It's time for you right now. It's rest in the perfect love. Understand oneness. I feel like if it doesn't feel like oneness and it doesn't feel the exciting of wanting to be one and if they don't want to wrap you in a cocoon of white light, instead of like, I'm going to wrap you in a cocoon of let's go to the fucking tents over there and get a shot. Run! What a nightmare would that be? I don't know if y'all remember last year when this whole thing started and I was living here at the studio with Craig and I used to do this show and I was like talking about the love stories of pandemic way back in the day. Like, oh, We won't go into that, but I would have never guessed it would have got to this point. Like, hey, just met you online. Yeah, nice to meet you. Hey, so I'm going to take you somewhere I want to surprise you. And you're like, oh, it's a typical Libra. I'm so ready to go. And they get in the car and shit. And it's like, wait, where are we going? Are these tents? And why is this such a long line? Oh, don't worry. It's a surprise. It's like, roll down the window. Sign this. Open up your fucking arm. What the fuck? How did I end up in this place? It's like, yeah, the signs were everywhere. The patterns of people who don't want to deliver what you want just as much as they can deliver. You got to be clear, though, in the world that you want. You got to be like, I don't want to go on a date in a Biden line. Pray, stalked, invaded, watched. How funny. That was kind of the weird energy I was picking up on. You got to get rid of this energy that feels dark around you right now. There's a lot of light energy trying to come in, but there's definitely a letting go, a pray. I'll get a little, I want a little insight on this. What's up with this spirit? I want to know from my guys, what's going on, God? What's up with this energy that's being stalked, invaded, watched? Definitely that Ten of Swords. You got to end that thing and stop that pattern. It's holding you from that world that you really want. So you're dealing with somebody who's, I hate to say it, they're living that shadow life right now. And I know that could be attractive, but I don't think it's become attractive to you anymore, Libra. Wheel of Fortune reversed. They definitely continue to promise all this fortune, or they look like they got fortune, but they're not letting the divine fortune of God come into their lives. Or they don't believe in God either. They believe that they are the masters of fortune by themselves, not by the divine. I hope that helps you, give you some answers there. Ganesha this week is going to help you understand things a lot better. Oh, that just came flying out. Courage. Yeah, I think courage of letting go of the bullshit. And hey, even the courage to cocoon of white light, to be cocooned by that white light, but also to have that Page of Wands come in and find that love and that happiness instead of being with this energy that doesn't want to do shit here. What's going on with your majors here? What's going on with majors here? Oh, well, you did get the Wheel of Fortune. So, you know what? It's like getting out of this dark energy that's like, I don't want to fucking, they're stalking you. They like are obsessed with you in a weird way, or they're like, but they don't believe in the divine. They think that they're in control. No, the courage is being with somebody who's like, hey, together, we're going to watch the universe formulate this beautiful thing together. And you got the Tower reversed. Have the courage to take down what doesn't work anymore. That Tower reverse is definitely saying like, hey, the show gets on the road when big shocking change happens. Stop being afraid of it so much. Your Astro Dice for this week, Libra, are. You got Libra. You got the 12th house and the moon here. So for you, this is definitely letting go of relationships that are not spiritually with you and only connecting emotionally to the true partnerships that are from the divine and that have a spiritual, deeper connection. Hope that helps. They get troubled relationships, but they definitely get a party after that too. You know, we're just getting rolling. Here we go. I was going to say, we're keeping it rolling here, but definitely make sure that you join HYPERGATE if you want to be part of HYPERGATE. I got 2 more classes left. And of course, please like, share, subscribe. Please share this out there right now. We got a lot of people in here right now. We're almost at 700 people. Let's push it. I know we got a lot of people on the app right now, but I'm just saying like on YouTube and stuff. And truly appreciate your likes and truly appreciate your shares and so forth. And at the same time too, if you're not part of HighVibe.tv, please join HighVibe.tv. We got a whole new website, HighVibe.tv. And of course, check out our apps, Roku, Android, iPhone, and Apple TV. Make sure that you join. We also got a new app section. You can just go to HighVibe.tv, click on apps, click on School for HYPERGATE. You can click on our new About section too, about the whole team, all the people that are on there. We've redone the whole site. Check it out. Had a Russian help me on that one. And all the staff here. Not all Russians are bad, folks. All right. Who lives in Russia? Cancers. Cancer party. They all end in a party. High vibe and app. Yeah, we're an app. Been an app a long time. A long time. Hey, that's not nice, Hannah Thompson. I know a lot of cancers that watch this show. Saying F cancers, that's not cool. That comment's not showing up to people, but I'm going to expose you. You've been exposed. All right, Cancer. So we're finishing Virgo. This is your third house. This is all about your mind, getting your mindset right. The environment, though. The third house deals with the environment. So it's about this full moon in Pisces building. Third house, ninth house. How could you expand your life? I always like to say for Cancers, ninth house, Pisces, you want Disneyland. Well, you can have Disneyland if you're willing to go into the environment that allows you to even go to Disneyland in life. Like if you're going to say, I want Disneyland, and you're up in Idaho, and you're not down here in Orange County where Disneyland is, or Florida where Disney World is, guess what? Ain't going to happen. So for you, it's like this is a beautiful moment for you, because this full moon is like, what are the biggest possibilities that could be in your life to change your environment, to change your reality? That's what you're facing this week. We got Mars coming into Libra, which is your fourth house of emotion. So you're forced now with Mars here to look at your emotional life and cut. Mars in Libra is like two swords. It's like cut to the bottom and it's like Edward Scissorhands coming in. Like we got to cut up and we got to clean up the emotions in this world. Because when Mars comes to the bottom of the chart on anybody, you know what? It almost feels like, oh God, like what do you have left now? Mars is at the bottom. It's in the emotional house. It's in detriment, and it's in the house that it's at its fall position. So for you, you have to remember like the fourth house. It's like, this is a time for you to realize it's time to find the connections in life to pull you through and to make, and also this is about moves. This is about looking at your family life, looking at your emotional life, and putting a lot of energy here. This is also where Mercury's going to be. So there's definitely a lot about thinking about moving right now, and a lot about what are you doing with your emotional life. That's going to be heavy and intense, but also so awesome with this full moon that's going to be in your ninth house. We got Venus and Scorpio, all about your love life, your fifth house, your desires, and it's squaring Saturn, your eighth. Oh man, trust, fears, all that stuff. It's about getting over the fears of radical change in order for you to step deeper into your heart, into your happiness in your life. So don't be afraid in life. This is about changing your environment, changing your emotional state, and getting the love that you want by not being afraid of the edge, the passion, the intensity, and the deeper intimacy that Jupiter and Saturn are teaching you in Aquarius. While at the same time, full moon in Pisces here to open up every doorway that you want. It's only whether or not your mind and your environment are willing to go through that change. Let's see what's going on with your loveless story and the cards here. Let me do a quick shuffle here. I can't believe Hannah Thompson, F Cancer. It's like nobody in here is allowed to say F any sign. Like that's not cool. That's not cool. I mean, if people say fuck Leos, I'm like, yeah, I know. Whatever. You know why? That just gives us more power. Talk shit all you want. You just gave me more power. If I'm being talked shit upon, that means you're talking about me. So Cancers out there, if you like, are like, oh, I can't believe somebody said that. Be like, hey, at least they're talking about you. All right, let's see what's going on with Cancers this week for love. Well, you know, Mercury square Pluto, Mercury trine Jupiter. Like, don't be afraid of, especially for you. I mean, so much about relationships and your emotions. And there's Jupiter in the 8th saying that the gift is to the change of letting down your fears and letting radical change happen in order for you to get the emotional life that you want. So there's a lot here for transformation and change for you going on. You got the Ace of Wands here, Ace of Rods here in reverse as your first card. Your challenge card is the Four of Swords reversed. And your overall here is the Knight of Swords in reversed as well. And your way through this is the Four of Cups. Well, these are not the easiest cards. I'm just going to be honest with you here. You got Ace of Rods reversed here. What's going on? What's going on with you? What are you so afraid about the new exciting energy of starting the love energy and starting into the holding that ace and piercing into the happiest love? You got your challenge card here is the Four of Swords reversed. It's definitely very Cancer-ish, right? Feeling like uncomfortable. That's your challenge right now, feeling uncomfortable or feeling like, it's so funny because in this deck, actually, the comfort is with the swords coming down, but it feels so comfortable. It doesn't feel like the swords are going to kill the knight laying there. But here you are, upside down, feeling like you're going to drop down on the swords. You got a Knight of Swords here. This is fear of moving fast, fear of moving and changing things fast in your life. It's stalling out, doesn't want to run into a burning building. And actually, this is the Morgan Greer deck. This one actually shows the Knight of Swords. Actually, if we could do it on the side shot, please. You could see him running towards a burning building and not afraid to run into it. You got it reversed. So there's a lot of these reversals here. And what did you get as your spiritual advice in your card through? Maybe you should start accepting gifts. The Four of Cups is like, I don't want anything. I'm just going to sit here and I already got cups. And here's God giving a cup out of nowhere. Here's your emotion. Nope, I don't want it. Maybe you need to realize that the only way to feel comfortable is to take on emotions instead of push them away, because the Four of Cups pushes away emotions. And this Ace of Rods reverse, we got to get to the bottom of that and see what's going on there. And we also got to see what's going on with that Knight of Swords reverse there. But I don't know. We already are kind of in a place of uncomfort. Maybe it's uncomfort of feeling new energies or not knowing what to do with old energies and kind of feeling stagnant. I don't know here. I have to shuffle this real quick. What's going on with this Ace of Rods reversed? A little bit of a hesitation or a pause put on things here whenever you see these cards. Four of Pentacles reversed. I think that this Ace of Rods thing is you don't know how to own or hold what you really want in your life here. And so that's what you're going to have to come to a consideration with. It's like, the only way to get the Ace of Rods to go anywhere, it's kind of like the Olympics, right? Lighting the Olympic torch and going forward. It's like, well, what team am I on? What am I doing here at the Olympics? Am I doing pole vault? Am I doing swimming? Am I doing rowing? Like, you have to be very definitive of what you want in your life in order for that light to fucking come into your life. You have to define what you want. So I'm feeling like that's what it is. Yeah, and you got it with a Knight of Pentacles reversed. It's like you've stopped. You're too afraid to move into the journey of life never stops. But for some reason, you're kind of in a standstill place because you don't know exactly what you want or you don't know how to light that up. What's going on here with that Four of Cups with a Four of Swords? That's really interesting. That's like feeling uncomfortable because you kind of are not wanting to take in the gift that God's trying to give. What's going on with that? Well, you got the Page of Swords here. God's trying to show you signs really fast and communication really fast in order to figure this out and to show you what to do here. Are you listening to those? That's going to be a big question for you. A lot of fast energy trying to move on, but a lot of hesitation towards that fast energy. You got you got the two fastest cards in the deck, and one's upright, and it's how you get through your challenge. What's going on with that Knight of Swords reversed? Nine of Pentacles reversed. Don't feel like you're good enough to move into the burning building to save the day or to change things really fast. Feel like that Nine of Pentacles reversed definitely feels like you maybe haven't found yourself yet, or you feel like you don't have what it is yet inside of you, or you feel like, it is a card of self-worth and value. You're definitely going to have to realize that it's time for you it's not about so much of a burning building. It's so much more about knowing that you have the power to be a knight and go into the energy that needs change and fast and quick, or else people are going to die, or your life is not going to go the right direction. And so I think that this is about not being afraid to own that within yourself. These things are coming up pretty intense. We're going to have to get another clarifying card on that. Now, Queen of Swords reversed. This is like you being too cold to your inside. Queen of Wands is the coldest card in the deck, right? She's a bitch, but it's reversed. Stop being a bitch to yourself. Stop being so harsh on yourself. Because we all don't know exactly where life goes. That Page of Swords is excited, though, to see where life goes. And that's the card that's sticking out. If we look on the overshot of this, Anne, real quick. Like that's the card that's bringing you everything right now. Everything's reversed. This is the only cards that you got up right are the Four of Cups and Page of Swords. There's definitely like a youthful and exciting energy. Follow that. Everything else doesn't matter at this point. That's all that you get. That's all that you have that's helping you out. We'll see. What is oh yeah, that's unicorns. Let's see what Avalon has to say for you here. We're gonna do a little shuffle and then a little chef. I probably shouldn't keep these cards right there where I'm shuffling, and then the air from there was so much air that just came out from the shuffle, threw cards down the ground. It's nuts. What's going on here with this Ace of Rods reverse, this Nine of Pentacles reverse with this Four of Pentacles reverse? We need some clarity, God. What's going on here? You got the Swan. Transformation. Trusting the psychic gifts. Swan Lake. But the Swan, it's an expression, and it's a beautiful energy that is transformational, and it allows you to follow your psychic gifts. It's almost like you're blocking your psychic awareness and your psychic gifts, and you're not allowing the swan to move. You're keeping the swan in a fucking Petco. Does that feel right? Intuitively right? No, swan should be out there in Swan Lake. So that's an emotional card too, if you really think about it. It's like allowing yourself to be emotional and to really allow yourself to the transformational process and trusting the psychic gifts. That's what the card says here too. When it comes to your unicorns, how's unicorns going for you right now in your life, Cancer? What's going on? Especially in this challenge line here for you. How can the unicorns help you figure out what's going on in the challenge in your life right now when it comes to love? You got Cocoon of White Light. Rest in perfect love, to understand oneness. It's so funny. You got the card of rest upside down. So you're having trouble resting in the cocoon of love, the cocoon of white light. And you're not wanting to accept to cocoon yourself in the perfect love and the understanding of oneness. But this Page of Swords is realizing, hey, maybe that's a good idea. Maybe I will actually feel comfortable, and let me see if I take the gift. What if the gift is resting in perfect love, understanding oneness and just connecting in oneness, and just all you have to do is rest in love and see what happens. It's not so complicated. I think that you've overcomplicated things. There's so many swords. There's so many Knight of Swords. Like, what's going on here with the vampires? The vampires. Knight of Swords here? Like Queen of Swords reversed. Nine of Pentacles reversed. You got religion, the canon, the rules, and the commandments. You're living too much into your beliefs here. But this could be, it's about changing the energy into the right direction. Also, it could be your religion or the lack of religion, the lack of following the divine rules or following rules outside of it. I'll give you a clarifying card on that. Wow, victory. Look at that. You got victory when it's like it's time for you to follow the energy of your true belief. Look at, she's being crowned here with the crown jewels, literally here. This is like canon rule. These are the rules in life. Maybe you have to tear down the rules that are not really opening you up to change, and this is where the victory is going to come. It's these rules. It's like these deep-seated rules. What's going on with Ganesha here? The shoulds and the woulds and this has to be and it always is this way and yada yada. That's not victory. Victory's, hey, there's no rules on how victory comes. It's only going out on the fucking quest that you figure out the victory in life. You got drive. I felt this one, especially with all these reversals. This is the card that says it's time to drive towards it. It's like the Chariot card in many ways, but look at that. Look at those little fucking rats fucking pulling it. Look at how much power they have. They're pulling fat-ass Ganesh. Motherfucker's heavy. It's got some horsepower. That's got some mouse power. It's time to drive your life forward. I feel like, look at this, all these reversals, and uncertainty cards. And this is driving you to that Page of Swords, which is very youthful and exciting, to that cocoon of white light. And you got this Swan following that transformational process and trusting the psychic gifts and, you know, following that belief system and the commandments, the rules. Like, are they giving you victory or not? Maybe they're not giving you victory. Maybe you got to change your rule sets here. What are the last cards that you got here with your majors here? Let's see what you got major-wise. Majors. You got the Judgment card reversed. So this is a big deal because this is not following God's plan. That you're trying to make your own judgment call instead of what's the judgment of God. And you got the Hierophant. And that goes with this religion. It's like it's time to make commitments to a higher cause. These are two cards. The Judgment and the Hierophant card are dealing with the judgment of God, the highest judgment when it's reversed. Are you going the wrong direction, not calling up to where the angels are calling? And the Pope card, right? Like making commitments, finding the traditional values and stuff and connecting to the divine. So this is definitely, I would say, a spiritual crisis for you with relationships, whether or not you're going to follow spirituality for your love life and be with somebody who's not spiritual, or you're not spiritual and then you don't know how to take on love and you're afraid of that and that you're not really owning that. So there's definitely a lot about what you're doing with the spirituality in your life and how it's affecting your love life and whether or not you're going to commit with things or whether or not you're going to commit to things that are not spiritual. I would definitely put challenging relationships. And give them a truth bomb. It's time to drive to where you got to go to in life. You got to fucking not be afraid. Got to put your pedal to the metal on things. All right. Let's see who the next zodiac sign is. It is Leo. Leo. All right, Leo. Well, let's take like a 20-second little break here. As you can imagine, I have not had many breaks lately, especially after this weekend. All right, Leo. Well, Mars moving into Libra, your third house. Communication. Your environment, wanting to be stimulated. Full moon in Pisces, your 8th house. This is definitely about financial too. So there's a lot coming up, taxes, so forth, but also passion and edge and intensity. That's where any king or any queen finds their spirituality and finds their shit, is going deeper into the passionate roots. So this is where the full moon's bringing you to bring into your reality. How can the magical passion of life come into this physical reality that you value so much? We got Venus and Scorpio in your 4th house, being a big square to Saturn in your 7th house of relationships. So here's Venus in your emotional. Are you afraid of relationships and emotion, or do you have relationships not working out emotionally for you? You're going to have to work through the challenges on that this week. Communication is going to be the way that you do it. And also setting the intention still. This is the end of Virgo. You know your worth. You know your value. You got to put that on the table in life. And you got to trust with this release and this full moon that the universe will deliver it to you. So this is not about forcing things on situations, forcing emotional situations, and definitely being communicative, but also understanding both sides of things. You can't be a queen or a good king if you don't understand both sides with 3rd house as Libra. And so with Mars here, communication is going to be diplomatic and going to be very important for you to be diplomatic, but also at the same time, setting the intention of your worth, your value. You know that. That's what the reality is. You are royal. You are a king. You are a queen. And where's that energy to receive that? And with Venus squaring Saturn, you know what? You can't be afraid of the emotional changes and the commitments you have to make in your life in order to connect to the relationship world. And that's going to be an important aspect to understand what's going on here right now. Plus, Mercury in Libra is going to be squaring Pluto, is going to be trining Jupiter. These are great times for you with environments changing and communication for relationships. But with Pluto in the 6th house, it's like, stop maybe worrying about what's working and what's not working. If some things work, they work. If some things don't work, they don't work. Don't be afraid of how things work. Just be look at the reality with this full moon in the 2nd and the 8th house about manifesting, and it either manifests or it don't. And like, that's how life works. It's black or white. And so live in that black and white. If things are white, you go with it. If things are black, that's the way it is. Your cards for love for this week. Let's see what's going on here. We're going to have to make a little shuffle. Doing a little reset on some of these decks here. All right. What's going on, Leo? Well, you got the 4 of Wands upright. Holy shit. You got the Hierophant reversed as your challenge. You got the Queen of Cups reversed as your overall. And your way through this is the 3 of Wands in reversed. Well, there's a lot of high hopes for Leo for love, especially when that 4 of Wands comes in. It's like, well, somebody wants to come in or you want to come in. Definitely make bigger commitments. Have celebration. It's the marriage card. It's all the things that we want to reach in relationships for celebrating. You got that challenge of the Hierophant, whether it's like it's a spiritual crisis, or maybe it's like you not doing it for spiritual reasons, or if there's no spiritual connection about it, it's definitely not something to be too excited about. Or is there issues with those commitments to spirit and so forth? You can't have, especially a marriage is about a spiritual commitment, right? Or just even going into relationships, the spiritual commitments that come. You got a Queen of Cups there in reverse. It overall feels like you're not being emotionally supported. Like, that's the ultimate card of emotional support, the Queen of Cups. She's everlasting love and emotion and caretaking and holding a baby to holding your emotions, and it's reversed. We'll find out why that is, but your way through this is this 3 of Wands reversed. It's almost like you feel like there's nothing else to look out for out there in the world. You might be focused on something, but there's definitely a part of you where it's like, remember the fact that only the ships that come to dock in life are the ones that come to dock. Don't ever turn your back on things unless you know things are fully docked, especially with the commitment card of the Hierophant here as a challenge. If things are not committed and not wanting to commit, or you're not wanting to commit, like, don't turn your back on looking outside for where's the boat on the horizon that wants to link with your boat and wants to dock with you. What's going on with this 4 of Wands here? Whoop. 4 of Wands. You pulled the 7 of Wands in reversed. So it's like, well, commitments can't be had if somebody or you don't want to fucking go all in, right? 7 of Wands is about picking that ultimate position in life and holding that position. But when it's reversed, if somebody doesn't want to hold that position all the way, or you don't want to hold that position all the way, that ain't going to happen. So that's going to have to be looking at very intensely. What's going on with this 3 of Wands reversed, this Hierophant reversed in your challenge? 9 of Swords reversed. Either you're in anxiety that's unwarranted or somebody else is in anxiety that's unwarranted. So this is definitely an issue that is not an issue, if that makes sense. Like, an issue that's not an issue. You know, this is not a time to be looking at anxiousness and stuff, because the 9 of Swords, when it's reverses, there's nothing to be anxious about. It's like, what's there to be scared of? What's up with that Queen of Cups reverse? The World. This is a time of great change, completions, and new beginnings. So it might feel like when you're coming into that energy of that change that maybe the emotional energy doesn't feel supportive, or somebody else, if you're dealing with somebody, you know, feels like they're going through that, and that's a lot. So it's kind of hard to be holding something when you're going through a whole world change. I think that's important to pay attention to. When it comes to what's going on in the Avalon deck here, well, I'll pull. What's up with that 7 of Wands reversed? King of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody has to know the worth and the value, or you need to know that for what's at stake here. And it's about putting that energy all in there. What's up with that world card? Eights of Swords upright. Definitely this piercing of a complete new world, new reality. And, you know, those phases of change and in between aren't going to feel maybe as comfortable or, more importantly, as supportive as you would think, because already the support's already there in a bigger way than you realize in changing that energy. A lot of energy changing here. So, and, you know, it could bring up fears or could bring up changes that could bring up anxieties, but really it's about committing to the bigger vision here and not being stuck on the little shit. When it comes to this Avalon, what do we got here? You got the cow. Nourishment, abundance, asking, receiving. So, Leo, if this is what you want in life, or you're dealing with, you know, it's all about being very clear and having the nourishment and the abundance that you want, asking and receiving. You're not, if you're not going to ask for something that you want, you're not going to receive it. But also, if you ask for something that you want and you don't receive it, well, then you know that's not the nourishment. That's not going to work out for you. That's not the abundance that you need in your life. Or it's missing the abundance that you do need. What's going on with your unicorn cards here? What's going on with the unis for the Leos? I don't know why this one just popped out. Manifest your dreams. Holy shit, Leo. Look at this. This is a 22 card. Focus on your vision. Seek satisfaction and contentment. Just focus on that. Honestly, this is time to manifest your dreams for love. It's also got the family up here in the corner and the house. This is very much like the Ten of Cups. But if there's fear and anxieties that are unwarranted, this energy of, you know, sometimes 3 of Wands is a good reverse for love, because it's like, okay, I'm set. I don't need to look for anything else out there. But that Hierophant reverse is if it's not committed to. Like, who wants to commit? If you're ready for commitments and stuff, this is a time for you to manifest that. But understanding those people have to be on the same page as you too. When it comes to your vampire deck, what do we got here? The vampires. Vampires. You got free will, sovereignty, independence, free spirit. Remember that, you know, with all this new energy and all this excitement, you can make anything that you want happen. You got the manifest your dreams card. You got the sovereignty, though. Knowing your sovereignty, knowing the confidence that you have in the free will and spirit that you have, and making sure that that's supported. If that's not supported or that's not understood, like, you're a free spirit. You're independent, but also you know what you're worth. Like, you know what your sovereignty is. Don't give away your sovereignty to energy that doesn't want to give it to you in the same way, or doesn't maybe even see it, or maybe that, I don't know. What's the clarifying card for that? Oh, yeah, 2 swords reverse. People that are not on the fence. Like, anybody on the fence is not sitting in their free will. They're not sitting in their sovereignty, and they're not sitting in their free spirit. They're sitting in a locked spirit. So hope that helps you on any questions that you might have right now going on, Leo. Let's see what Ganesh has to say for you. Ganesh, yeah. Ganesh. People get in arguments with me on which one is which. It's fucking either or. Determination. Well, Leo is definitely determined this week to figure out love stories or focused on people, but I got a feeling like it's got to be the same back. You got the cow here. You definitely got manifest your dreams, and you definitely got free will. So, I mean, this is the determination wherever you want to put it. There's definitely this great energy here, but there's also a lack of support, and that support needs to be there. What is going on with these majors for you for this week here? You got the Fool reversed. So don't be dumb. Don't be dumb, and don't be all determined on things that don't have the same determination back. And you got the Star reversed. You know, energy that's afraid to start from a fresh new place or to start anything new. Anything that is hesitant, you'd be foolish to be determined on something that doesn't want to start from the beautiful energies of the Star card that listen to the divine, listen to the stars and go. So don't be foolish, Leo. Leos, we can fall in love and go towards things that don't really maybe want to go towards that. And this would be a week of just that warning of that and making sure you make your own choice. You got the free will here, but that's got to be had. Your astro dice are, you got the 7,000 relationships, Leo, with Venus. Well, you need to find the ultimate love partnership of all time, and it's got to be fair, equal, balanced, and bring in the same amount of love that you bring. If it's not that, it's not that. So that's boring relationship to sexy time. It's going to be one or the other. All right, let's see what the next reading is for here. Geminis. What's going on in the chat? Did we break 700 yet? Close. No cigar. All right, Gemini. Oh. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. You know what I mean? All right, Gemini. You got a lot of love coming in. You got Mars coming in your love house. Woo! You got Venus in your 6th house, squaring Saturn in the 9th. It's time for Geminis to open up their closed doors. The love's all around you. It's time for you to find what you really want. But you have to, with Mars, especially in Libra, and with North Node in your sign right now, and with Virgo, 4th house going on, like you need to be very clear on what you want emotionally. Like if you're not clear emotionally with where you are with people and situations, and whether that's your job, love, or anything, creatively, like you have to be very clear in what you want. That's what this is. Venus in the 6th has to be very clear. It's very not that. Venus in Scorpio is a hard transit for Geminis. It always is, because Venus in Scorpio already is at detriment, and then when it comes into the 6th house, it's at its falled house. So with it squaring to Saturn in the 9th, it's like, where are you not opening up enough about what you want for your future, and not being very deep and clear and specific about what you deeply want? Like it's time for you to not be afraid to ask for what you want in order to receive what you want, and believe in that big picture. That full moon in Pisces, you want things emotionally. Well, you got to be more adult about it, and you got to like set a plan. You got to set an intention about it. And you more importantly have to surrender to that divine plan that could happen. But if it's not clear, if it's not understood, and it's too foggy, and with that sun in the 4th house, and you're not going to be specific in what you want emotionally, well, then nothing's going to happen. So, plus with that Mercury with Venus, that Mercury with trine to Jupiter with that square to Pluto, I think that for you, it's like, hey, there's a lot of great things that you could have in your life, but you got to be very clear on what makes you happy and not be afraid of what couldn't happen by you speaking up. But Jupiter's saying speak up about what you believe and what you want. And if you could do that, Gemini, boy, oh boy, you'll go so much farther. But don't be just using your tongue to just start asking for things that you want everywhere, because then you'll get too many things. Saturn's teaching you to not try and make too many connections, right, in the 9th house. Even though Jupiter's there's a lot of opportunities, a lot of connections, but you got to be clear on the emotions and what you want, and learning how to ask and receive, and being very clear on that too. So let's see what's going on with your love life right now. All right, Gemini. First card that you got here is the Lovers reversed. Oh my God. The Ace of Cups reversed. Woo! You got the 7 of Swords reversed. Your way out of this is the Two of Wands upright. Well, Gemini, this is going to be tale of two stories. Gemini life. Something's not working out in the love story. Not feeling the emotion at all. Ace of Cups reversed, especially you're feeling like you're not getting anything. There's no fucking squirting going on, you know what I mean? Of love. And or you're just single and you're like, I can't find it, or I'll never find love. Especially the misguidance of a Seven of Swords reversed. Like, it, sure, that could bring up liars, cheaters, stealers, weirdos, but you could also have found out about a story and you're kind of like unsure of whether you're going to trust it or not. We're going to get clear on that. But I also feel like maybe you feel like you lied to yourself maybe about something being so great and it's not. Maybe you feel like you've lost a great love, that maybe you feel like stupid about maybe some sort of situation that you did. Because you got a Two of Wands here saying, what do you really want? That was what I was just saying also, Gemini, in your astrology. So that Two of Wands is like, what do you really want emotionally? You need to be clear on that. What's going on here with this Lover's reverse? This is the first Lover's card we've got out of 5 signs already. So what the fuck? Like, what the fuck's going on, Gemini? There's something going on here with your love life turned upside down, but that doesn't mean it can be not turned around and get rid of that frown, or you're just going to stay with the clown. Oh, anxiety. They get the 9 of Swords right. This is definitely Gemini's, like, whether or not maybe you just recently left somebody, or you're thinking about going back to somebody that you recently just left and you're on the fence about going back and forth. It's anxiety, so don't go towards that. But also at the same time, I feel like for you, it's this kind of like weird situation where the love story that you thought was at the moment that you were in, or that you are in right now, especially, it's not going the way. There's a lot of anxiety there. What's going on with that anxiety? Oh, the world reversed. Too afraid to chop it out. The anxiety to chop it out. What's going on, Gemini? This was kind of the message last week. I feel like and it was a week before, so I almost feel like you're having troubles letting go of something that's not fucking working. Or still believing that it's still all pie in the sky, or just issues that need to come to a head, and it's anxiety to bring them up. But it could definitely, the emotions need to be turned around here. You got a 7 of Wands there. It's about, that's kind of funny. Like look at you wanting to fight for that world that you want, even though the emotions are kind of lopsided and upside down, not revitalizing you. I'll put one more on that. Ace of Swords reversed. Wow. I think that you need to think a little bit clear about what you're putting so much energy and valor to. Maybe it's just in the wrong direction. Maybe it's not really the world that you want. And maybe you're putting too much energy into the world that you want, but it's not turning out that way. So do you keep putting that way? Is it really turning into the world that you want? What's up with that 7 of Swords in reversed here? Magician reversed. Somebody's not as magical as you think they are. They don't understand really what's going on, or it's a fake person that acts like they understand spirituality, but they really don't. So they're good. Or you know what? This is also Gemini and yourself. You realizing that you're creating the story that you want magically, even though it ain't magic, or it isn't fucking from the divine. And you got a King of Pentacles. Like, what are you doing? Are you owning a story that's not magical, and that's where you're lying to yourself? You got to know your value and know your worth and step into that more here. I'm going to cross this deck. For some reason, I'm just feeling like I need a cross. Tower. Holy fuck. Yep. There's a fucking end. There's a sudden fucking crash here that you know about, and that I don't know why you're so afraid to let it happen, but you're the one who built the tower up so high. Yes, you did, Gemini. For some reason, you did. Something's fucking come crashing down here, and but sometimes crashes can bring good things. But there's a star card that we could pull, but I didn't pull no star yet. I don't know. What is Avalon saying here? What's going on? This is a pretty dramatic situation going on right here, Gemini. Or avoiding a dramatic situation that would be the wrong way. Oh, you pulled the Fire Fairy. Creative action, optimism. I think that, overall when it comes to love, you always have to have that. So, but where that love is attached to, if you're getting anxieties about something and the world isn't turning that way, stop putting so much fire and attention to that, because that's not love, okay? All right. Or maybe you're dealing with a partner who honestly is not bringing that fire and that love and that attention, Gemini. And it's like, why are you still giving that fire out? You try, it's like if they're not going to change, they're not going to change. Let's see what's going on from the unicorn perspective here. You got a Tower card crossed here with an Ace of Swords reversed. With that Two of Wands and that Seven of Wands, stop fighting for a world that you want that's not piercing the veil, that's crashing down. That Ace of Cups that keeps leaving you empty. It doesn't fulfill you, and even the person can't fulfill you, but yourself is not feeling fulfilled from it, and you're emotionally not feeling like the fountain of youth, the fountain of love, especially youth. Geminis like to stay young. Don't ever tell a Gemini what their real age is. Like they'll fucking get crazy on you. Marilyn Monroe was 19 when she died. Remember that. Wow, you got be a beacon. Be an inspiration. Light the way for others. You can't light the way for others if you're especially in a position with somebody who is not really going to light the way for you in the best way. I always say, like, relationships are mirrors. Like, if you were to take, like, for me, I'm spiritual, right? It'd be like, if I tried to go out and date somebody and they didn't believe in spirituality and they believed in fucking, like, they wore a Fauci shirt or something and they were like, praise Fauci, I'd be like, you better motherfucking call me out. You know what I mean? I can't be a beacon of light in a relationship that's got a Tower card and a fucking Ace of Swords reversed, and I'm still trying to fight. Like, well, they're a good person. They're trying to save the world. Do Fauci. Like, come on. That being a beacon is definitely a big deal. I'll give you a little clarifier on that. Wheel of Fortune. Are you going to allow fortune to really come into your life, or are you trying to just hold the line in how you want that fortune to come? You can't get the fortune to the real beacon of light that you want to be unless you can be that true beacon of light within yourself. And also pick a partner that even understands that. I feel like this is issues with partnerships or people that you're picking that just don't even get it, and especially the fraud, because whenever I get a Seven of Swords and I get a Magician card reverse, that's the fraud. Like, they don't know spirituality to save their fucking dick. You know what I mean? Like, but they don't know shit. They don't know dick. They don't know shit. All right. Where's these vampire cards? All right. What do we got going on here? What's going on with the vampire cards? Oh, you know what? This one just was feeling it. Oh, wow. Witness. To know, personal evidence, and to speak out. Oh, my God. With that Seven of Swords, you cannot make that shit up. You've been witness to the falsity of something. Big time. Hate to say it. Even if it's just the falsity of the love or the falsity of some situation or the falsity of somebody that's felt very off. Woo! Hangman reverse. You can free yourself from this. You don't need to be the witness to this anymore. But you need to speak out, and you've got your own evidence, and you need to know something to unhang yourself from the situation. Ooh, this is serious. Gemini. What'd you do? You go down to San Quentin and fucking try and find a fucking... try and find a new lover fucking online in San Quentin? Trying to hook him up with some fucking unemployment insurance? The $30 billion that's missing, Gavin Newsom? Where did that go? Where did that go? Oh, yeah, some San Quentin people and a bunch of people in fucking other countries fucking stole that money? Yeah, that's a true story. Oh, shit. Look at Ganesha's flying all over the place, Gemini. Gemini Christmas. A lot of gifts just being flown out the window. Gee, oh my God. Oh my God. As I'm picking these cards up, I just want to remind you, Gemini, that full moon in Pisces is about being an adult in order to get the emotional life that you want. So, you're going to have to realize that your dream only comes when you're really an adult about things instead of like, I don't know. You might be with somebody who, I'll be honest with you, doesn't know how to be daddy. Or if you're a guy, doesn't know how to let you be daddy. All right. What does Ganesh have to say? I mean, Ganesh just flew on the floor. Divine support. Divine support's everything, not only in partnerships, but within yourself right now. But especially, like, I think you have to ask yourself a serious question here. Are you doing things because the divinity is supporting it, or are you doing it only because you support it, not the divine? Ooh, that's a harsh one, I know, but, You got that Om symbol there too. What's going on with your majors here? You got the devil. Okay, I can't get any more fucking clear. I have done everything for you on this reading, Gemini. I got a Lover's reverse to be anxious about. You got a World reverse. You got the Fiery Fairy. Stop giving fire to the devil. This is where you get trapped. You're in a feeling where you feel trapped. You don't feel like you have divine support. They're sucking your energy. They're a fraud. They got a Seven of Swords reverse. They got a Magician reverse. They're the fraud with the King of Pentacles. Oh, they think that they can manifest shit. No, they're not manifesting from the divine. You're the witness that needs to know personal evidence to speak out on to get out of being hung. Yeah, devil. Yeah, look at this. I love it. By the way, fucking IH squared. Fucking thanks, bro, for hitting me up about my dad. I appreciate it. Look at this, the false face, the false mask in front of the face. Oh. It's not love, Gemini, when it's the devil. Or it's just about sex, or it's about just money, or it's about just whatever, or stature, or status. And you got the sun reversed. Oh, stop lighting up this devil with false light. I'll give you one more fucking card. Ace of Cups reversed again. 2 Ace of Cups reversed. I hate to say it. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Stop going back and forth, especially with this current situation that you've been in and that you're currently dealing with. Capricorn, 7th house, moon. It's time for you to take much more seriously now this relationship things. You need to put a pause in your emotion before you keep connecting to something. Is it really going anywhere? Is it really going anywhere? Is it really? And, Capricorn does rule the devil. Like, are you really emotionally investing yourself in the devil? Oh, this is a troubled relationship on the highest degree. So put a truth bomb after that one. Woo! Got a fucking... I just saged. Oh, I just saged it for you. All right. Hey, Gemini, fucking come on. False twin. Found something out. Hate to say it. That was way too much clarity. When it's that much clarity, it's like, I don't know what to tell you. Okay? Like, hate me all you want. Hate me all you want. This is my job. This is what I do. I'm trying to bring you love. I'm not even trying. I am giving you love. It's all coming from love. Face the truth, and love will come on the other side. All right. Sages, talk about opposites. What's going on with the Sages out there? What is going on with Sages and Sagland? Perfect timing. I purposely am making that sound, by the way, for those that are out there. You want some ASMR? The Leo King drinks Sprite. It's so good. Sagittarius reading now. Fuck that ASMR. Here we go. You're on the Leo King's channel. Fucking we take ASMR and we throw it out the window. All right, Sag. We are at a very, very, very important time in your life. You know why? We got Mars coming into Libra here. This is your 11th house. It deals with the people you hang around with, your friends. This is where Mercury's going to retrograde. Now, Venus is in your 12th house. Weird place to be. With a square to Saturn, and Saturn happens to be in your third house, this is where you need to think about and stop. Like, I'm just going to be real, because Venus is not happy here in Scorpio, and Saturn's happy in fucking in Aquarius. Hey, is this really the world that you want right now in your life, about where you're really sitting at spiritually? Or are you blocking in your head and kind of going, no, that's not happening, or I don't want to see that, or I don't want, this is the I don't want to see, everything's fine in the world? No. Are you Secretary fucking Blinken? No, everything's fine. Like that motherfucker today on the fucking, in the house, what the fuck was that? Getting coached on Zoom about what to fucking say. Is that you right now? About everything in your life? Like, no, everything's fine. Everything's good. Sun is in your 10th house. Time to be an adult. Time to step up to the plate. I don't even know what sign he is. I think he looks like a fucking Capricorn. Or Virgo. But I'm just saying, like, fucking, this Sun of Virgo with a full moon in Pisces. Uh-oh, that full moon in Pisces in your emotional house, the 4th house. It's slippery when wet there. And it is wet. And it is fully slippery. And so your emotions are going into a very slippery time about whether or not you're on the right path. And you have to ask yourself, if you're really spiritually doing the right things and you're really willing to check yourself and look at the facts, and are the right people around? I think the right people are, especially with Mercury here, like trying to help you out and figure out who the right people are. But here's Mars. You'll be very direct. Hey, this is a person that's somebody that's in alignment with you in friendship that can help you see things. And these friends are going to help you see the truth. And you need that with South Node in your sign. The delusional aspects that everything's okay and that you can just keep going on the same conquest and you can believe all of the you got to look directly at what's going on with your relationship still. And you got to really look directly at with Mercury, you're going to trine Jupiter, your planet. But the South Node is in Sag, dispositor to that. Jupiter's in Aquarius, your 3rd house. Like the only thing that's left is the communication that others, friends, and people around you are seeing about your life. You need a satellite view into things this week, because that Mercury square Pluto, you don't want to look at what needs to end that you have control over in some sort of way, or that you feel like you'll lose everything if you lose control of something. You got to let go. This has been a big process for you for years. And it's going to be very emotional, but hey, it can be good emotion if you're willing to be an adult and look at the truth and look at the facts about things. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to have to make a quick little shuffle here. And you know what? I'm going to use a different card deck right now. You know what? You're getting the occult tarot. Look at this red fucking, you know, I was watching actually, I think it was, you know what? I want to always give credit where credit is due, but I forgot that. I think it's the Leak Project. Yeah, it's the Leak Project channel on YouTube. They were talking, and I already know a lot of this stuff, but it was a very interesting thing with a person who studies the planets right now, that all the planets are freaking out. Okay? All the planets. Your planet Jupiter is freaking out a lot. The aura is like way bigger, and it is blue right now. And especially just a couple of months ago, it was the bluest it ever been. You blue in the face? You got blue balls? All the planets are freaking out. The X flares are coming off of fucking Uranus. Fucking Saturn's fucking atmosphere is fucking collapsed. Fucking, you really think it's from humans? I mean, when computers are literally running the world right now and programs and shit, yeah, maybe it's that too, but it's the sun. Sun's going crazy right now. The magnetics of the sun and all the planets are going crazy. That's because the sun is going through the galactic rift. So, you know, Jupiter's freaking out and all blue. And its aura is just all over the place. It's fucking, what's going on, Sag? Don't act like everything's fine over here on Jupiter land. I'm just blue. Have you noticed the pictures of Jupiter over the years have changed colors from what you saw in the old days? And it was more brighter reds and, you know, like yellows and like kind of like brownish and like, you know, it's like blue now. What happened? You just going to keep like a bunch of ice on your nutsack all day? All right, let's see what's going on, Sag. You did pull the Knight of Pentacles up right as your first card. You did get the Eight of Wands in reversed as your challenge card. You got the Fool reversed as your overall. Oh, God. You got the Hierophant reversed as your way through this. I think that you are committed to going the wrong direction. Eight of Wands reversed. You know that. Stop playing fucking... I'm trying to bring some positivity here. Okay? If it's not feeling like everything is really going in this beautiful way, and that's not from a belief, like I believe it'll go right. No, it's going the right way. The Knight of Pentacles here is saying, my trail is going forward in what I deserve and what is the worthiness that I deserve in my life. But you got a Fool card reversed here. This is like, are you ready to accept about being stupid, about going on the trail with something that's not going in the right direction and changing trails? That's what this Hierophant's saying. It's time for you to get off this whole high horse of what well, it was going the right direction on Tuesday, March 16th, 2020 or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, what? There's definitely like this amazing moment right now. I want to give you this, Sag. This is an amazing moment for you to seize the fucking journey that you really want, that you deserve back. But you have to pay attention to that Eight of Wands reverse. You have to pay attention to it because that Eight of Wands reverse is saying, yo. Like, hey, these arrows of love, like, why are they going backwards? And that Fool reversed is like, everything's fine and then falling off a cliff. Don't be the fool that's going to fall off a cliff. Let's see what we're going to get some clarification here. I just want to say this. This is just popped out. We'll just show it real quick. Look at Judgment reversed. I'm just saying, hey. You really in the divine? You really following it? You trying to make your own judgment calls? Like you trying to fucking not let... What's God trying to tell you, yo? Huh? You listening to the call from the universe of what to do? Or are you listening to your own call only? All right. What's going on with that Knight of Pentacles? Oh, you got the Victory card here. You know what? I felt that. It's like there's this supercharge for you of knowing what you deserve in your life, and that victory is there for you. And you know what? You deserve that. If you're not getting that shit in your life and you're not getting the total victory of what you want and the way that you want things to feel in your relationship, there's a problem. But if you are, fuck yeah. But we're going to find out what's going on with this Eight of Wands reverse and especially with that Hierophant reversed. Oh, the Hermit. Oh, the crotchety card. Wonderful. No, but the Hermit, at least, it's alone. It's single. You're kind of in your own space trying to look at things, and you are getting the wisdom from the divine. You're following that star. What's going on with... Why are you hermiting on things going backwards? Six of Swords. To go to a better place. Is there a better place out there, Sag? Ooh, you love a good new adventure. Ooh, I like this reading. Why is the Fool reversed? Oh my God, the Fool is reversed on the Two of Cups, the soulmate card? Holy shnikes. Hey, we've all been there. Trust me. We've all been there. Hey, Sag, we've all been there. I want to just say that. We've all been there. We've all believed somebody was like, low one, and then been like, oh shit. Nope. Ooh, Three of Cups. Let's throw a little side on that one. The Two and the Three of Cups, right back to back. Upright. This is the big question. It's okay to be the fool and be dumb and, the Fool reverse, though, could be like super dumb, like super, like you're just not paying attention at all anymore. Fucking, you're like going straight and there's a big stop sign and you got ice on your fucking windshield and you're like, I'm fine. What? The ultimate soulmate energy is calling to you, but you know it's out there in a much more joyous and much more fun way. The Fool would be to just continue to think that the soulmate's there, but there's no party. There's no excitement, or they're not excited about you. I want more clarity on that. Yep, they're not willing to build something amazing with you and it being a party. Or it feels like they're trying to take control, or it's only through their control or their energy. Because you see that, like, no entry into this place unless you were part of the party. Look at that. It's like, are you dating a bouncer who doesn't let you in? They don't put you on the list? Could be literally. I'm just saying, you know, let's please don't take everything literally on this. Like, you got to, like, kind of open up your spiritual. What's up with that victory here? Two of swords reverse. That's good. You know exactly where the victory is. I think your contemplation right now and your big 8 of wands not going the right way is you are hermiting and being like, there's a better direction. I want somebody who's letting me into the party and sees me for fully who I am and wants to allow me in, and they want to have me too fully. Or I want to have them fully too, because you might be also like, I don't know if I really want this yet. There's definitely a lot of questions about that coming up right now. Oh my God, what's the wisdom of Avalon going to give us? I don't know why. I just keep getting like abracadabra, like, you know. I think like you're looking for magic right now, and you got to ask yourself if it's really magic or if it's just all. I don't know. Truth? Oh, wow, you look at this. You need to get to the truth. The truth of the deep matter. Look at that. And it's got that bridge. And what's interesting is that bridge has the symbol of earth on it. Like, you need to ground into the truth of what's going on and really not. Is this really a victory? Is this really what the trail is going in the right direction? You actually, I think that you need to be honest with yourself, because it's not like you're confused. Like, stop acting like, well, I don't know, I'm still debating. You're not debating anymore. This Hermit's come out. I'm going to pull one card for the Hermit. Death. Wow. It's like, you know, there's a new direction in the transformation that's going to take to move to new waters about a situation. Maybe move literally, but I'm definitely feeling that. What's going on with the unicorns here? Come on, unicorns. Come on. They're all fucking not wanting to stay in their stable, but trying to get, have you ever tried to corral fucking 52 fucking unicorns before? Oh my gosh. Have you ever tried to, do you know what unicorns eat? Won't go there. Wow, you got creative solutions. Think outside the box. View things from a higher perspective. That's what I've been saying. You got to look at it. You're going to have your friends this week tell you to look things. That higher perspective is trying to be like, hey, okay. Yeah, creative solutions about moving into a new energy, wherever that means for you. And the depth that needs to come and the transformation that you are definitely in your own self, secretly in your own world, viewing and looking at deeply. What's going on here with your vampire cards here? Fucking. Wow, you pulled the anti-hero, maverick, risk taker, rule breaker. What happened to that, Sag? Like, I think that for you, it's time to take the risk, be the maverick, break the rules from something that you'd be stupid not to. Or you're the risk taker on doing something so stupid. What is it? Oh, look at the tower king. Fucking, ooh, Nelly. So I got a feeling that you keep taking a risk on something you know is stupid. That you keep thinking soulmate, and it's the party of a lifetime, but they don't let you in the party. Or they're using you and then not giving you back what you deserve. It's like, oh, thanks for letting us use this great house of yours for a party. Oh, but yeah, you can't come in, you know? Like, what the fuck? Steadfastness. You need to stay steadfast in the direction of what the divine and to think outside the box and the transformation that's happening and the truth of the anti-hero, the maverick, the risk taker, the rule breaker, and the tower card here. Like, Maybe you feel like this relationship brings you some sort of edge or some sort of like, oh yeah, it's a little risky. Who gives a fuck? Well, you need to keep your life going. That's what steadfastness is. It's like keeping your life going forward, especially in the direction that's the best for you in your life. What's going on with these major arcanas here? Pulled the High Priestess reversed and you pulled the Magician reversed. Spirit's trying to give you a message. You're not listening to it. You can't make magic if you don't listen to what Spirit's guiding you towards. You have no more questions in your mind about what to do. Listen to your gut now and stop not letting the magic happen. I'll pull one more card on top of that. You got the Sun reversed. I mean, come on. Stop playing unconscious about conscious things that are going on. Stop playing unconscious about conscious things that are going on. That's how you talk to a full reversed. That's maybe why you needed some ASMR. Got the Sun and Virgo in the 6th house. Time for you to straighten up your life and clean it up. You need to get out the Swiffer. You need to get out the fucking brooms. You need to get out the fucking Dysons. Time to clean it out. It's time to get to reality check too. Big reality check for you this week in your reality. Is this really working? It should be everything that you ask yourself from morning, noon, and night. Troubled relationship. Dun, dun, dun. Stay steadfast in the right direction, not steadfast into the drunk ass fool. Like, I'm staying steadfast steadfast down the cliff. Steadfast, Titanic into the iceberg. Are you sure, Captain? Yep. Yep. Found me a lady down there in lower decks. Are you wearing those beer goggles that, I forgot what sign I was talking about the beer goggles with. Libras. Are you wearing those Libra beer goggles, Sag? Oh, yeah, it fucking worked great. She was in that movie Porky's. Remember that one? Thanks, Sag. Taurus. Taurus is, what's up, Taurus? What's up? What's up, my Taurans? What's up? How you doing, Taurus? What's up? She was in Porky's. Oh my God. She's real. I mean, imagine saying that now, like, yeah, 2021, like, how, yeah, she hot? Like, how's she doing? Like, yeah, she was in Porky's, dude. She's hot. Like, not 50 years ago. Fucking, yeah, she's hot, dude. Trust me. She's fucking fiery, bro. Fucking, she's in Porky's. Fucking. Okay. Was she the baby in Porky's? I don't know if I saw a baby in that movie. Fucking. No, bro. Fucking, she was like leading that shit. Oh, here she comes now. Fucking. Is that an old Studebaker? Fucking. Okay, Taurus, what's going on with your astrology horoscope? I think, the big news for you, Mars coming into your 6th house. You got to watch your health. You got Mercury getting ready to come retrograde in your health house. That's always weird. I don't want to scare you about health, okay? I don't want to scare Tauruses about health, but I got to say, when Mercury retrogrades in your 6th house, weird shit comes up. Weird rashes, weird situations. Like, what the fuck? It's always that moment when you go, like, I need to go to the urgent care because, like I don't know what the fuck is going on. Well, Mars is going to be pumping that energy, inflammation, situations about also your health is connected to your routine, your rhythm, your work. Is your work going that great for you? Is your day-to-day life going that good? Or did you get off a really weird life without some sort of connection to your work that's beautiful and harmonious? Because if it's not that way, your health's about to get triggered big time. We got the sun, of course, finishing in Virgo. That's your 5th house. So this is actually, are you happy with your day-to-day life? Are you happy with your work? That needs to come, especially with a Venus that's in Scorpio right now in your 7th house of relationships, but with a square to Saturn, which is in your 4th house of emotion. There's big things going on for you about like, are you sure that the emotional energy is really going to be the right place for you right now about where you want to put relationships right now? Because that 10th house is everything. You got to make bigger decisions instead of just emotional ones. You got to like look for your long term now, and you got to look at relationships that get the long journey or that make you better or that understand your long journey, especially when work is and health is deeply connected right now. And a full moon in Pisces. The people you surround yourself by are what will bring you the happiness. Are you around some crazy people, or have you denied yourself from connecting to people in a weird schedule? How do you think that's going to do for your health? So that also brings undue stress. It's time for you to connect with the world that brings you happiness. And that's going to be the reality in the work and the day-to-day life that's going to do well for your life. If you're only connecting, trying to find peace and love and happiness only through work that really is not of the up and up, or people especially, or disconnection from people, pushing people away, how well does that do for your health too? You got this last week here to get that shit good in your energy for your love life, and your health life is based off your happiness too. And make sure that you're happy with what you're doing. If things are not happy this week, this is where it's like, Taurus, stop the cow and turn around and moo your way to the right energy. I want to hear all the Tauruses right now. I want to hear some good moos. Have you done a good moo lately? When was the last time you went outside and just went outside? I don't give a fuck what your neighbors think. It just went, or be a bull. When was the last time you went and did that? I bet you haven't done it in a long time. I just did it. You can join with me. This is a spiritual fucking practice. As a Taurus, I have a Taurus moon. You have to go out once in a while and just go, and have you ever heard an uncomfortable fucking cow when they're like being pushed around and they're next to everything and they're fucking getting milked? Like, is that you right now? Like, or are you like, I feel bad. Cows don't even have sex anymore. They fucking just shove the fucking ladies with some fucking semen in a fucking shot and just be like, jeez. Is that you? Sounds wonderful. Sounds like a wonderful life. Miracle on Moo Street. Oh! What's going on with your love life, Taurus? You're about to find out what's going on with the love for Tauruses. I'm sending you the best. Hope that you find that love on Moo Street. I hope that you're mooing your way into bliss, into happiness, and that you're getting milked the way that you want to be milked, baby. Woo! All right. Let's see what's going on. Well, you pulled 2 cards. That's the first. You got the Queen of Rods reversed, and you got the Page of Swords. Your challenge card here is the 5 of Cups. You got a 5 of Wands as your overall reversed, and the way through this is the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, wow, that's kind of interesting. Well, number one, the first thing I look at is that 5 of Cups right away. Hey, no more sitting in sorrow from the past. Things have already come down the river. That Ace of Pentacles help you through. It's time to go create. You're a Taurus. Earth, baby. Time to go make happen what you want and get over your sorrows about love. Your sorrows about a situation. Like, you got to own it. Page of Swords, maybe you just need to communicate, but maybe have you not been communicating from the heart? You know, it's one thing to be like, oh, love is not going the way I want to. But if you're just like trying to just be a Taurus and be like, this isn't working, or I want this, or I want that, like nobody's going to really connect with a Queen of Wands reversed if you're communicating from that space. Like, the Queen's pissed. Nobody's going to want to go see the Queen after that one. You know what I mean? If I was fucking in fucking old days, you know what I mean? Fucking the Queen sent a page like, I'm pissed. I don't like what I'm seeing. Or just is not giving a message with any love tinted around it. I'd be like, you know what? Can I send my page back to the fucking Queen? I don't want to go see that fucking Queen. So, you know what? I think a lot of it is like, I think that you're terrified, or maybe you're dealing with somebody who, you know, it's hard for you to communicate from your heart space because maybe you're afraid of like being creating something that will go bad. That's on you, and that's avoiding conflict. 5 of Wands reverse. Oh, let me send a page. Let me send a text. Let me send an email. Let me make a quick little gesture. No, you got to make a deeper, more committed gesture here, or at least clear on the communications. You just can't be all fucking like, or communication stopped in the love department, and what did it do? Just get to just basic bullshit? That 5 of Wands, what are you so afraid of? To face some sort of like, hey, either that's frustration, 5 of Wands reversed. Like, it's better to go get it out and like figure it out and get rid of the frustration than just sit there in the frustration. It's like, yeah, like conflict is something about just facing things. And for some reason, you're not wanting to face something. And you're also having to realize that you're also kind of communicating from not, maybe you have to change the way that you communicate to go build something beautiful. You got an Ace of Pentacles there. I like that a lot. Why'd you get all this? Okay, you got a 7 of Wands in reversed here. So, you know what? Unsurety right now in your communication is not going to go well. Or especially if you're dealing with somebody with unsurety, is it because you're coming across unsure? People come across unsure when people are unsure. If somebody's unsure, it's like going to be like, well, I'm going to stop putting so much surety into it because fucking they're unsure and I don't want to look like the idiot. So maybe somebody's not acting so sure because you're not acting so sure. With the Queen of Wands reversed there, she's all about it. She's like ready to give you the sunflower and be like, hey, baby, you want to bring that sunflower into the mix? I'm down. You want? We'll make some sunflower seeds too. Salty ones. You want barbecue? What's up with that? The Ace of Pentacles and stuff. You got the High Priestess reversed. Yeah, you know what? You know what? It's like, why are you listening so much to the past emotions? Especially High Priestess reverse can definitely deal with like, hey, let go of the past too. But you know what? It's like listening to your intuition about what's there and communicating it. This is so much about communicating what's real and also having more surety from spirit to build what you really want. You got that Ace of Pentacles with that 5 of Cups. And you also can't also be delusional, especially and think, oh, I'm going to go build something beautiful, but it's going to just end up in sorrow. I got a Page of Wands reversed with that 5 of Wands reversed. I mean, guess what? You're not showing up with a Page of Wands or a Page of Swords with a Queen of Rods reversed. I mean, this is the big lesson, Taurus. How you communicate is what you're getting back. And if you're also dealing with somebody who's not showing the love back, you have to ask yourself, are you showing up with that? Oh, wow. 8 of Swords reversed. This is how you get out of the toxic nature, is by bringing love into the mix, not being afraid to confront things. You're not going to be able to get out of this toxic feeling if you're sitting in the fear of conflict, which is the fear of just facing and speaking your truth. Why'd we get that 7 of Wands in reverse there? Oh, you got the 10 of Swords. This is the same pattern you keep doing. This is about you getting over the same pattern where it's like, I'm into it, I'm not into it, I'm speaking from my heart, but it's not received the way I want to, and I'm not going to pick too much surety. I don't want to look stupid. Well, what do you think they're going to fucking not do? What's going on with Avalon here? What's going on, Avalon? What's going on, Avalon? What's going on for Tauruses? Why are Tauruses? I'm asking Merlin. Merlin, what's going on? Let's help him out. Let's help out these Tauruses. What the fuck's going on with them? This is what wanted to come out. Well, you got... oh my God. You got the Stag. Pride, leadership. Yep. You know what? It's time for you to put the pride and the leadership in what you want. You gotta lead the way like a big old stag, little fucking elf, like a big old elk. You gotta add that moo with the elk horn, the elk fucking call, like. Oh my God. Fucking hot. Yeah. You guys ready to call up Bill Gates if I can start making some fucking elk fucking cows? Wonder how that milk would be. On sale now. Environmentally biodegradable elk cow milk. Brought to you by Microsoft. With a little bit of S protein in there. Short for spike. The first elk that was mutated genetically, we called him Spike. He was an elk and a cow. You got spiritual warrior here, baby. Woo! I like it with the lion. Fuck yeah. Show you are a wise leader. Command the universe. Your issue is you're not stepping in command enough. You're sitting in fucking, I hate to call it Pussyville. You're in five of cups. Oh my God. Come on, Taurus. This is good. This is a great reading. We're getting rid of all this fucking bullshit for you. It's not on the other. The other is reacting based upon you and how you're communicating. Or you're dealing with, but that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting fucking the whole time. And the pattern that needs to end. Look, you got two about leadership. You got the stag, and you got that spiritual warrior. I'm a spiritual warrior stag cow. Arr! Arr, arr. Now I'm sounding like a fucking otter that's been jacked up on steroids. Arr, arr, arr. Did you call up Artie and juice up the otters, baby, right before you left being governor? Fucking hot. Get down. The otter's here. Is the autumn here? Is that what you said? No, the otter's here. Your freedoms don't mean shit. Get the shot of steroids. Gee, many Christmas. Like, you want to go back to Austria, bro? Go shoot up some otters out there. We all have bad representations, right? Like Scorpios, I had to say it. Like they got Biden. Fucking, but Leos, we got Artie. I'm like, oh God. At least we got Bennifer right now. Except that, did you see their makeout today at fucking, or this weekend, or whatever the fucking award show was in New York, where they both made out with masks on? I was like, oh my God, two Leos making out with masks on? This is atrocious. Ah. And she was holding up her fucking iPhone. Like, oh man, kiss me with your mask on. You'd think that'd fuck up the lip gloss worse with a mask on. And then what is she doing? Sitting there, and then it starts going on her nose and shit. And she's like, what's on my nose? Like, your lip gloss? Like, oh, okay. At least it's covering the yayo I'm doing under here. My God. Oh, love conquers all. Look at you, Taurus. I'm telling you, the spiritual warrior, the fucking stag. You got the love conquers all. This is a great card. I don't think I've used this card. This card has not come up yet. But look at that with the wolves. Look at you. Every little animal is coming out. Yes, wolves, lion, unicorn, the stag. Wow. Holy shit. Enduring loyalty, eternal love, lasting commitment. Well, if you're going to avoid that, you ain't going to get shit. I'll put you a confirmation on that. Oh, look at that. 7 of Cups. You don't know what the fucking, oh my God, this is a dream. Well, you got to make a commitment to which dream you want. You can't keep looking for so many prizes out there. You got to pick a prize eventually. As a kid, you know, when I would do the little fucking rolling ball at fucking, you know, get all the tickets and shit. Play Street Fighter 2, get a ticket. Play Mortal Kombat, get a ticket. Right? And I'd go up and then be like, well, for 15 tickets, you can have a fun dip. You can have a fucking fruit roll up and a fucking blow pop. I was like, fun dip. I knew exactly which one I wanted. I didn't sit there and go, oh my God, but for 10 of my tickets, I can get just one fucking. They would like literally back in the day. I don't think that's allowed anymore, especially under Biden's administration and shit and all weird and shit. Fucking, they would pull out the whole big can of fucking red vines. You know what I mean? And be like, here's your one red vine. They would just like give it to you. It wasn't like they had gloves on and shit. So for 10, you get one red vine, and then for 5, you get like a piece of a cornflake for corn pop, or a corn pop. Like, no, I'm going to take the fun dip. Pick the fun dip. Stop looking around. Like, you're looking around too much. You got to make a commitment here, Taurus. Like, not communicating on purpose. You know what it is? I'm going to just call all Tauruses out right now. You're doing the whole weird thing with communication because you're playing people and you are like, you're not getting what you want. So it's like, fucked. I just called you out. Just called you out. Oh, yeah, I did. Let's see if I get confirmation on me calling you out from Ganesha, too. Ganesha, well, hey, don't think that Ganesh don't call people out either. Ganesh, he's nice. He's big. He's always looking at the positive, but he'll call you out. Revelation. Oh, we all see it. We see it. Look at Ganesh looking down from the heavens. Oh, yeah, fucking Taurus, I see. It's time to be the warrior. Stop playing around. Stop playing stop fucking around. Have the revelation of your life. What's the confirmation of that revelation? You could have the most amazing fucking memories you made in the beautiful place and the harmony that you want in your life and the joy and the simpleness. Keep it simple. Stop fucking making it so dramatic in stupid ways. Be a leader. Get what you want. Dominate what you want. Well, that came out. Temperance. And the Chariot. It's time to go towards what's the most natural thing in life, which is exposing your true happiness, your true self, and taking the big leap. You got the best two majors here. You got all these warrior cards. You got all these animals that showed up. Welcome to the zoo, that you could have the most amazing love. Zoo love. Anyway, give them the party and give them sexy time. Like, but you got to communicate that. We're getting close. We're getting close, people. All right. Scorpios. So you have 4 signs after this. Oh, man. All right. Scorpios. You know what the one guy said to the other guy about how do you know if someone's a Scorpio? Joe Biden. All right, Scorpio. I know I got on you last time we did a sunset horoscope about Joe Biden. We're not going to go there tonight. But Venus is in your sign. Now, it doesn't do that well here because I know that you have a lot that you want, Scorpio. But with Saturn in square, this is like, do you have the foundation to hold what you want in your life? Are you living in the right place? This is where Jupiter and Saturn is. Aquarius, your 4th house. Are you emotionally open to what you really want? Or what's the you have to face a lot of emotions right now. Mars is coming into Libra on Tuesday with Mercury that's going to retrograde here and going to be here for over a month and a half left. So, hey, I'm just telling you. And then the sun comes into Libra next week. You're coming deep into the 12th house. So I'll bring up Biden. Biden's going to have the worst fucking next month and a half you're ever going to see. Okay? You think it was bad now? It'd be worse. But for you, this is where you need to prepare, Scorpio. Like, what the fuck are you doing? The sun is in the 11th house finishing up. Are you just fucking playing around with friends and having too much fun or just out there in the world and then coming into the, I don't know where the fuck I am? It's the house of prisons, hospitals, like getting lost. You need to get into your spiritual energy right the fuck now and look at things. And this is dealing with your emotional shit. What emotions need to be spiritually cleansed and be looked at to find your harmony and peace? At the same token, we got a full moon in Pisces in your love house coming. In order for your happiness to come, you're going to have to do some deep spiritual work, but you're going to also have to be around the right people that bring you happiness and love. You know, if you're around people that are toxic and fucking, are you, what level of happiness are you living? Are you living in like ethereal, beautiful, like dream making happiness? Or are you just living in like happiness that you've done time and time and time again, and it's like kind of not fulfilling you fully? That's what Venus is saying with the square to Saturn in your emotional house, that you want more. And you know what? I like that you want more, but you're only going to get that more if you do the spiritual work and you stop fucking around and listening to other people, especially people that don't have the best intentions for you or that aren't got their shit together. And I think that for you, it's going to be a beautiful time for you to go head first into your foundation, your emotional energies, and make sure that you can take on what you ask for, what you really makes you feel good, and ask yourself if this is emotionally fulfilling you. Because there's definitely something wrong there, something off there, and something that's going to make you get pushed to the side to be able to figure that shit out. And it will get really intense by when I come back to you all next week. All right, what's going on with your love life, Scorpio? Let's do a little quick reset here. You're a pirate, Scorpio. That's why I like you. Capricorn's the captain of the pirates. So you're hanging around the right pirates. Let's see what's going on with your love life. The Venus square Saturn is going to be very interesting, in this Mars in your 12th. So you got the Hangman reversed. You got your challenge as, wow, look at that, 3 of Cups reversed. Huh. You got the Page of Pentacles upright as your overall, and your way through all this is the Emperor. You are free to have the life that you want, but you can only do that by taking command of your life more and stop fucking around with stupid people. 3 of Cups, especially in love and relationships, these are the people that are at parties and don't really know what they're doing. They're just all fucking just lost. You know, it's also people that really don't have your back. They're like there only when they're drunk and then they're gone. They're only there when the party's there and then they're gone. This Emperor knows how to independently find its power and be around energy that it can actually get shit done. You'd have a Hangman reverse, or sorry, you do have the Hangman upright. So there's a feeling of, you know, yeah, you might feel stuck, but you can pull yourself out of that. The stuck energy is saying you need to take more precedence and more seriousness in your life and the power that you have instead of fucking around. I was saying that. And you got a Page of Pentacles up here saying, you know what? No offer is going to be presented to you unless you step into this power. And there's great offers that are trying to come into you, but they're not going to come through fucking around and fuck around territory. And especially not taking things seriously or just in kind of in a suspended state of just like, oh, I'm just going to stay in a suspended state. You have to have an identified state. That's the Emperor card. You got to have a drive and ambition for what you want. And you have to know how to get there. And you have to go towards it too. You can't just be in that suspended state. You got a 4 of Pentacles up here. It's almost like you like being in the suspended state. So it's almost like if you're in a relationship, you kind of like that it's kind of not knowing where it's going or whatever, and that's not really hot. I'll give you another clarity card on that. You have the Hierophant reversed. Not spiritual. But it also could be, well, there's a lot of ways to look at this reading, but I'm already looking at it as like there's no commitment to what you really want in a suspended state with somebody, or if you're suspended or you don't know what you want or you're not ready to make a commitment or somebody's not ready to make a full commitment to you and you're trying to contemplate this. You got a 10 of Pentacles here. It's time to go build. Look at the Emperor sits in the castle that the 10 of Pentacles built, you know, and has all the great people around. This is all about the people that you're around and what can be built and what can't. If you're around people who don't know what the fuck they're doing, you ain't going to build shit. No, you can't. Emperor can't have a 10 of Pentacles and build. And this is about building a foundation, where you live, all that kind of stuff. This stuff's coming up about trying to find love, or even how your relationship's working right now. What's up with this offer? Page of Wands reverse. The offers are coming in for other things other than the love that maybe that you want. And that's probably based on who you're hanging around with or where you're staying in a weird suspended state. And you got the Queen of Cups. So it's like, I almost feel like you're getting offers, or you're dealing with somebody who's just like, I want to help you, but like no passion or love. Like, I can call my grandma for that. Especially I'm speaking Scorpio language. It'd be like, yeah, hey, I can offer you help. I'll come by. Oh, great. This is a love reading. Page of Wands reverse, but yeah, no love. Like, thanks. It was nice supporting you. It's like, have a nice time. I got a date to go on. Like, don't be fucking, what are you doing, Scorpio here? Page of Swords reverse. I mean, you're getting offers. What's missing is the love. That's what's so crazy. It's like emotion. It's like too emotional, or it's excitement, but it's like, well, where's the hot shit? Where's that hot shit? Where's that like, fuck yeah, like, Scorpios want that hot shit right now. They don't want that fucking just like, oh yeah, I'm willing to talk to you about everything. Did you hear about my gout I got lately? Fucking, it's fucking hard to deal with. Fucking, how exciting is it talking about that? Fucking, I got a bunion on my foot. I gotta go to fucking get cut off. Yeah, did you know Dr. Scholl's makes these great new things for your fucking shoes? Would you want me to lick those fucking feet or something? Like, oh God, no, gross. You got the Earth Fairy. Yeah, you need to start grounding. You're suspended in a weird space. I was just feeling like this weird suspension right now. Physical health, grounding, and foundation. I mean, I was saying foundation in your astrology reading. You got a 10 of Pentacles with that Emperor. Come on, you got to have that. No offers of love are coming through because you're in a suspended state. So you're not, Cupid's arrow is trying to shoot at you, but not even Robin Hood could hit this motherfucker. Like, Robin Hood can fucking have his fucking shit, fucking one arrow going up and take another and ping, bam, and it will hit the target, fucking, but you're in such a suspended state. Like, where the fuck is the Cupid's arrow? Doesn't know where to go. See if we get a unicorn, man. You know, hopefully I can get the Hot Topic crazy fucking Scorpio unicorn for you to come out. It's like ready to go fucking get a new studded belt and fucking go drink some fake blood. Sugar based fake blood. So it's like candy. Where's the candy at? That's what's missing. Where's the candy at? It's not candy-ish. Hey, I brought you some food. Like, oh, yeah, what's doing you? I brought you an English muffin with no butter and no nothing. Not toasted either. Well, thanks for caring. No problem. Have a nice day. I gotta go cut that bunion off. By the way, I used it to wedge the bunion. It's the last one in the fucking top, in the English muffins. It's the last one. Don't eat that one. I use that one to wedge the bunion. Well, I mean, you got enlightenment. Enlightenment. Do not eat the fucking English muffin. No, I'm just kidding. Look from the highest perspective. See the divine in everyone, including the woman with the bunion, or the man, or the he, she, I don't know, or the they. I don't remember. I'm not a millennial, so I don't know these terms yet. I'm still understanding the she, he thing on fucking Instagram. I'm like, I don't know. And you know what? People can get on me all they want about that. I'm sorry I haven't had the time to figure that one out. If somebody wants to explain it to me, they more than welcome can. But, okay. The Emperor with a 10 of Pentacles with a 3 of Cups. I like this, but it's like, The enlightenment of seeing the divine in everyone, yes, but the divine to get you to what you want and what you want to build. Not, oh, I can see the divine in everyone, and fucking, you got to look at that higher perspective and get the enlightenment about people. Like, look at how she is navigating where the unicorn to go. That's kind of how I feel like your life is right now with this earth fairy and shit. It's like, okay, you went over there too far. You're fucking, like, just there. That's where the divine, go there. There's no bunions. There's no English muffins. Well, they actually give you English muffins with fucking a sunny side up, fucking nice egg and some Canadian bacon and some hollandaise sauce. And they call it the Scorpio breakfast of love. All right, let's see what's going on with your vampire. Well, you got the anti-hero, this maverick risk taker. At least I was feeling that hot topic energy come out. She definitely showed up. That's what you need. You're looking for this maverick energy, somebody that's willing to break the rules, and you're getting people who are not. They're boring. I hate to say it. Like, it's almost like, yeah, let's go get an English muffin. Let's go out here. Let's go on a hike, and then I gotta go. Why? Oh yeah, Wheel of Fortune reversed. You're looking for somebody who's willing to like willing to go into the crazy fortune. So why are you wasting your time talking with somebody who's not willing to do that? And I hate to say it, like, how's the weather today? You know, the Mets lost to the Yankees this weekend. I don't know, actually. I remember the Yankees were up by 1, and then that was it. My dad died Saturday, so just caught like a second of that. So that's the issue here. What does Ganesh have to say? Embrace. You're looking for deep embracement. And you know what? People who are not going to embrace you, or people who are not going to fucking, I hate to say it, fucking Scorpio that shit. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting the time. That's Scorpio's problem right now. Wasting your time with fucking boring ass fucking people. I don't think that this is some sort of issue within yourself. I think it's just the issue of like what you're kind of, I hate to say it, you're kind of like lowering the standard, or lowering the standard by staying with what is lowering its standard already, like, and getting more boring. You got the Temperance. That's kind of crazy. That was like the last one we fucking picked. With the Tower, oh my gosh. Yeah, find what's natural to you, or it's just all going to blow up and not give you what you want. If it feels unnatural, that's the main thing, is like a natural embrace is going to be shockingly good. An unnatural embrace where it's almost like, give me a hug because of the bunion. Like, I wasted all my time. I met you on a dating app, didn't I? You didn't tell me about the bunion. You didn't tell me that you just like wanted to tell me about the bunion and show up and peace out. Like, what the fuck? Natural embraces, natural Scorpio embraces, not this bullshit fucking other shit. You got Aries, you got Mars. Wow, that's awesome, but you got that in that 6th house. You definitely need to get straight and narrow on what you want and get specific and actually figure out your day-to-day life and get that Emperor card that you got, that Emperor energy, that strong masculine energy, and define the life you want and stop fucking around with shit that isn't defined the way that you want to. They get boring relationships with Truth Bomb. You know, whenever I look at that pair on the bench, it's just like, he's just done, she's just done. Like, he's talking about his gout and fucking, he blew up the toilet again with diarrhea, and she's talking about her bunion. Aries. All right. 3 more after this. So, with the last 3. We still got people in the chat. Well, Aries, I mean, full moon in your 12th. Fuck it. It's the best one thing I can tell you. This week, fuck it. However, anything's going in your life, just release to how it's going. It might seem like, what the fuck is going on? Full moon in the 12th, sun in the 6th. Like, I got to figure all that. You don't need to figure shit out. Just go with the flow. Go with the flow. People are crazy, but also crazy, fun, and good. It's turning and pivoting people and situations in the world for you to learn surrender. And Venus and Scorpio, I know you want some edge, and it feels like it's cut off by this crazy world. But is it? I think a lot of this Virgo energy is telling you, like, hey, changes have to be made. And also, like, especially if you're thinking just overall in your whole life right now, this Libra energy is about relationships and Mars coming into here. So this is like about other people and about the kind of people you're around. And so it's like, be there for people. Step into the hero that you can be for people right now. Stop maybe looking at only what you want. You're going to get what you want by the more you show up for others, or you show up to the people that could actually even deliver you what you want. Instead of you trying to continue to get something out of somebody or a group of people or stuff that isn't going to give it to you. This is your big realization of that this week. And that goes for all of us, because we all learned through the Aries reading what's going on in the collective too. Let's see what's going on for you with your love life this week, Aries. All righty, here we go. You got the Knight of Wands upright as your first card. Your challenge card's the 7 of Pentacles reversed. You got the 9 of Pentacles as your overall upright, and your way through this challenge is that 4 of Pentacles. That 4 of Pentacles coming up a lot. Yeah, I know there's a lot that you want, but there's definitely like, okay, there's a little bit of guarded energy. There's definitely this feeling like you're putting in a lot of work and not getting your return, but you need to remember, like, you can attract what you want by how amazing that you are. I don't think it's about how hard you work right now. It's about, are you putting your energy and actually able to have what you want? Or are you really not getting what you want because, I don't know, you're trying to protect what's not coming at you? Like, it's almost like you're trying to, like, find a good excuse to stay in and keep working hard and not getting what you want because you hope for a return that's not there. 4 of Pentacles is, you have it or you don't. And so stop putting energy in love where you're not getting what you want. Like, what's the point? I mean, what's the, like, hello? But also this could be you guarded in love. I mean, especially with that 9 of Wands there. And you're afraid of putting in the work, but here it is, you want it. So it's like you're kind of caught in between. Like, you're like, oh, I'm guarded, but I want this really bad, but I don't know about if the return's going to come. You're going to get what you want. 9 of Pentacles, but it just has to be in the right space that you can see that you can get what you want. What's up with that? Well, you got the Hangman there with the fucking 9 of Wands. Like, you definitely feel suspended, almost kind of blocked, or somebody that you're dealing with is blocked, or you're observing too much from a space. How do you get out? What's up with that? Oh yeah, 2 of Wands. If the world is there that you want to have, Aries, oh, go for it. You're the only one holding yourself back. High Priestess, your gut's telling you can get what you want. I don't know why you're creating your own block from the intuition saying, well, that's a lot of work. I don't know if the return's going to come. Well, are you listening to your intuition, or are you listening to your own kind of greed of how much? Or maybe you don't want to put in a lot of work, but maybe there's a big return waiting for you there. You got the King of Pentacles. You're definitely going to get what you want. Oh my God. You got the Devil though. Again, I think that this, I'm going to confirm, is this a devil that says that you should be going towards something more or that you're stuck in something that's toxic? 3 swords reversed. That's interesting. You've learned the lessons of what the bad devil is, but the devil can also be looked as a good card only in the fact of like, you should go for your passions more of what you really want. So it's almost like stop holding yourself back from what you really want because you're not manifesting what you want when you're, the devil could be holding you back from what you really want, right? Which would be this hesitation. And if you see the world that you want and your intuition's on point, it's not a bunch of work. The work is you continuously doing what you don't want and not getting what you want because you're not going for what you want. You're going for what you don't want. Kind of weird. Hey, that's sometimes just how the cookies of the cards crumble. Well, you got joy here. I mean, this is where it's at. I love that you got this card, Aries, because the joy is here for you for the world that you want. But if you're gonna try and like fucking stay suspended and block out that joy and be all wounded warrior bullshit and try, I mean, you're not gonna get that happiness. So it's like, have some fun this week, Aries. Have some fun. Like, if the world of joy is right there, fucking go live that world of joy. What are you doing? Like, you have a better excuse? You have a better thing to go do? Well, you pulled the violent flame. Ooh, this one's always an interesting card. I like this one. Invoke the cosmic diamond violent flame. Transmute all that is not love in you and your greed of what you want it to look like, and that you're really not even doing the work for it. Listening to your intuition and the divine and getting rid of what is not love is not listening to the higher guidance. I'll pull one more card with that high priestess. Oh, that's a tower. Boom. Oh my God. You don't listen to her? Bye-bye. Oh man, she's giving such a clear message. It's not even funny. Queen of Swords. I wanted to find out. She's not trying. The only thing she's trying to have you avoid is the tower of you missing out on. Look at this. I love a King of Pentacles with a Nine of Pentacles. Like that is like fucking beautiful and everything that you want. But then you got a devil card and I asked, is it a bad devil or a good devil? And it was like, go for the things that you really want instead of heartbreaking yourself by not getting what you want. I asked for some clarity here, and I asked for some clarity here. Fucking, I don't know, Aries. I like this reading, but create. You know what? I don't know how much more confirmation we can get. Also on that devil card shit, like creator, catalyst, maker, mother, father, little Bambi's in that little snow globe. Like, go create what you want to have. Stop creating from a space where you're like not creating and you're holding yourself and you're all blocked and you're blocked from shit. And you're like, well, I see the world I want, but I don't know. There's a lot of joy there. I shouldn't go there. Well, what should I replace that with? Let's look at the alternative. I'm just going to have some fun. What's the alternative? The serpent. I cannot make that shit up. You can block yourself and just stay in the serpent world, or you could go into the world of joy. Which one do you want to go? Are you going to stay blocked and fucking have the serpent, or are you going to fucking go have the world of joy? Which one do you want to have? What's up with this creator? You're not putting enough into it. You're not putting enough fucking into creating the love that you want and having the best that you could fucking have. And especially with the Seven of Pentacles reverse and the Seven of Wands reverse, it is automatically somebody is not putting in all the spiritual energy of the physical and the love manifestations. Let's go. Come on, Aries. Let's do it. You got it, motherfucker. Look at that. Wholeness. This is what it's all about. It's time to bring everything in. Time to bring in the whole party. Let's bring in everybody together. Let's bring in the wholeness. Let's bring in that sacred symbol of oneness. Let's bring it all in together. Let's bring it all into the middle. Let's bring it all in. Look at that. It's time to bring that wholeness in. What'd you get for these majors here? What'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you get? You got the Hangman reversed. At least, you know, you did pull a Hangman, but you got this one reversed. If you get the wholeness, you're out of the fucking stuck energy. Don't be afraid of fucking bringing it all in, the wholeness. And you pull the Emperor. There you are. The power is the wholeness. The power is to get out of being suspended in energy that's not making you whole, or being afraid of what's wholeness. What are you afraid of holes? I'm giving them troubled relationship and sexy time. Afraid of holes? I like donut holes. I like sewer holes. I like corn holes. What holes do you think I was talking about? Where'd your mind go? Virgo. Virgos are like, I got Aries in the 8th. I was thinking about other holes. I hear a bird right now. Thinking about holes too? I still hear the bird. I was like, uh-oh. All right. Virgo, horoscope. I just want to say, for those that are watching still by the hundreds, again, we still have Capricorn and Pisces left, the last two. So this is it. We're at the end here. We're at the end. Virgo, we are at your birthday. Happy birthday, and happy birthday to High Vibe Zone Maya. It was her birthday today here on Monday. Happy birthday, Maya. Happy birthday to all the rest of these Virgos here at the tail end here of Virgo. You know, I got to say, we got a big full moon in your relationship house coming this week. Pisces by the end of this weekend. So really, this is all about, really quick. Yeah, it's about you and your birthday, but it's also about who you're connected with in your life based upon Venus being in Scorpio, which is in your 3rd house, squaring Saturn in your 6th. You got some shit to figure out here in your environment and your reality about how to make that work better. But it's all about the kind of partners that you're with. Which partners are taking away from you, which people are fucking spiritually with you, which people are kind of drifted from you or not really into you in a weird way. Especially with Mars now in Libra, with Mercury that's getting ready to retrograde and will be here for another month and a half. Guess what? But fuck yeah, it's time to make money, time to make shit happen, time to create. This is your 2nd house. Fuck yeah, I love this shit. You know what? Don't be afraid either of this Mercury retrograde, Virgo. I know you're a Virgo. I know you're ruled by Mercury. That's coming next week, or it's not. Well, what are we? 19th. It's coming. Yeah, next weekend. I want to say that I've tested this because my 2nd house is Virgo, and I've had Mercury retrograde in Libra and in Virgo, my 2nd house, and I have made so much fucking money on Mercury retrogrades in the 2nd house. So Mars, especially being here too, there's so much for you to go manifest and to go create. Why would you go waste that on shit that, especially around people, situations, or environments, or day-to-day life and work and shit that really doesn't offer that? That's what you need to fucking look at big. Big time. And stressing is only going to come from you going, I could be in a place where I could be manifesting more. Why am I putting all my energy into all this bullshit that I can't manifest anything from? Pretty simple. Let's see what's going on with your love life here. What's going on in love for Virgos on their birthday? End of Virgo, end of birthday. Oh, what do I hear in the background? I hear a Dyson fire up. I hear a shark vacuum fire up. I hear a Swiffer coming out of the box with little drips. I hear a Bona getting filled up. I hear Mr. Clean's fucking cap coming off this bald head. I hear Charlie Sheen, Tiger's blood. That, my Virgo friends, is the call of Virgo. Well, look at what popped out. These just popped out. King of Swords, Knight of Swords reversed. Your challenge card's the Moon, upright. You got 5 of Cups reversed. I like that reversed. How do you get through this? 5 of Swords reversed. Ay, ay, ay. Are you sure you're really clear on what you're doing here? You got a King of Swords that's so sure. But you got that Knight of Swords that's like, well, it's a little fast to make a change. So there's an unsurety about swift and fast change. But you're clear on a lot of other areas. I think that you're also clear on where the challenge where you're not clear at and what's causing you to be so afraid of change, Virgo, is that you got the Moon card here. I mean, there's a lot of shadows here. There's a lot of emotions that you haven't worked through. And I hate to say it, you got a 5 of Swords reversed. You're not trying hard enough to stand up for what your emotions are, or speak your emotions, or say what you want to say. So, but the good news is, you think sorrow's going to happen? Quite the opposite. You got a 5 of Cups reversed. It's like you're over. I think that you're having a breakthrough this week. You're over fucking allowing the fear of sorrow by being real. I know there's some Virgos that know how to do this, but then they do it too much, right? But a lot of Virgos out there are a little sensitive right now about should I really say what my true feelings are and what's going to happen? Who cares what's going to happen? It's going to be fine. You're going to get out of sorrow. What's going on here with this surety but unsurety? I feel like it's being on the movie Airplane. Bobblehead pilots. 4 of Pentacles reversed. That motherfucking card's coming out a lot. That means you're really not into something. You're so sure about what you're not into, or that you don't want to have anymore in your love life. And you got a Page of Cups. Oh shit. You're not feeling like you even want to communicate feelings, or they're not communicating the excitement. It feels like it's not exciting. At least you're clear on that. You're also being a little cold a little bit, but that's not bad. I think that you have to cut to the matter here. What's going on? Why are you kind of over something, or why are you not really feeling the emotional energy from somebody? Well, you got a Moon here. You got to communicate it. What's up with that? 6 of Swords reversed. You're afraid of moving on. You're too afraid to let somebody know you're afraid to move on, or change things, or at least move the way that this whole thing's going in whatever you're dealing with right now. What's going on with that 5 of Cups in reverse? Why are you so afraid of that outcome, which is going to be a good thing? You got a Knight of Swords reversed again. You got 2 Knight of Swords reversed. You're too afraid of quick change. Why? You're afraid of good offers coming? New offers are going to come that are going to be beautiful and start from the place that you want to. But why are you so afraid of changing them quick? You're not going to have sorrow. You're going to have offers. You're not getting any offers right now that you really want in your life. Just overall, just even comes into so much. What's up with this emotional thing? Empress reversed. Oh man, you don't want to hold on to something, but you are too afraid to emotionally reveal. A lot of weird shadow moon shit going on here. A lot of mood ring shit going on here, especially about love, and especially about moving on to a better place with love, or just a better situation with love. And you're not wanting to put a lot of effort in. What the fuck? I want one more card. 3 of Wands reversed. Yeah, you turn your back on looking at the horizon. Ooh, wow. Or they did. I think it's both. But, especially if you're single right now, you're not being clear. So that's why you're not getting anything. Also, all Virgos, it's like, there's a big emotional situation that needs to be fucking brought up. You need to try a little bit harder on it. And you act like you're all clear and confident right now, but there's a lot that's hidden underneath. Look at all those reversals with that confidence. Risk. I love this. Oh, I love telling a Virgo to take a risk. It's time to take some risk. You're not going to get no reward. I know it feels risky, but at the end of the day, you're missing out on what you could really have. You're missing out on the joy and the fun. You're missing out on the excitement. And you're missing out on quick change because that's too much of a risk. If you don't take the risk, you're going to be empty. Ace of Cups reversed. going on with the unicorns here? What's going on with these unis? Be a beacon. It's all about who you are around with. There's something about who you're around with that's not fucking being the same beacon. Oh, 4 of Cups reversed too. You're missing out on the gift completely and actually don't even see the real gifts that are around you because you're so caught up in the emotional stress over what you don't want to hold on to. What you've turned your back on the horizon of opportunity. You got to go be a beacon and light the way for others. You're dealing with a situation where somebody doesn't know how to be a beacon like you, especially a moon card up there at the top there. So you got to like fix that situation, or you got to figure that out. You got to take the risk to be honest and say what you got to be emotionally and see what the turnout is. That's all the risk is. But if you don't do the risk, then you're not going to get the emotional energy to change to a new energy. Ace of Cups reversed. I mean, don't be afraid to say what you want to say. Don't be afraid to say what you feel. Like, what the fuck? Come on. Not that hard. I know it's hard, but ecstasy, that's what you got the outcome here of ecstasy. Better be some good shit. You better be rolling balls for days, weeks, months, years. Yielding, rapture, bliss. Like, wow. That's what's the issue. It's not ecstasy no more. You can take the risk to have the ecstasy of your life, the eternal happiness that just feels like it's an aura of just, oh, fuck yeah, motherfucker. Wow, with the Empress, and the Empress is reversed. Oh, you are definitely not in ecstasy somewhere right now, and you see ecstasy on the other side somewhere, and it's like, you got to take that risk, motherfucker. You really are my ecstasy. Ding, ding, my real life fantasy. Ding, ding. The Empress with the fucking ecstasy. She always has Venus with her. She always is holding the fucking, look at that. She's got the heart with the cross in between those beautiful breasts. Wow. She's got the half crescent moon on this one. What the fuck you doing? You're missing out on some ecstasy here. Ecstasy love. That Empress wants to hold it all and make it all happen. She wants to make babies. She wants to fucking make the whole fucking world just like full of love. And you got a great offer here, but you're afraid of that change, and you think sorrow is going to come from ecstasy? I don't think so. I don't think so. What, you think you're going to have a bad trip on an ecstasy-fulfilled love life? Wow. Hey. If I was going to say if the Dyson's doing it for you, but I was about to say if like the vibrator's doing it for you, there's better ecstasy than that vibrator, trust me. That's Virgo's way of dealing with things sometimes. Like, I don't want to deal with it. I got a vibrator. It does that job for me. I got everything else fine that I want. Oh, wow. Ganesha didn't even want to show himself. He just, like, bounced. Embrace. Oh, you want to embrace that more. Oh, my God. Look at you. Oh, my God. Like, don't start acting like, oh, you called me out, boy. Oh, I called you out. You looking for a deep embrace. Your emotions aren't feeling it. You're hiding that. You're ready for the beacon of light and the people that really are in that light to be around. You feel like that you know there's a gift out there. You can't see it, but you can't see it because you're too afraid to take the risk. I just sang ATB Ecstasy for you, so happy birthday, by the way, because I know I do the most greatest singing ever of women's high voices of all time. So you should thank me. You really are my ecstasy. Ding. My real life fantasy. How can I? Ritual reversed. This is a major arcana rare deck. This is actually a from IH squared from, the Icarus Tarot. You got to get out of the same ritual. It's not working anymore. I'm sorry to say, and also it's 2. If we look at this card, and I love the color. It's one of my favorite colors. It's actually called on my race team, but fucking I thought we were in a good ritual together. No, we're not. We're not embracing. And how do you get through all this? Oh, look at you, afraid to take the big risk, Icarus. Taking the big risk. Well, I think that the big risk is that that this is the bad risk you're taking is staying in the same ritual. Because that's the Icarus he flies with his wings that his dad makes for him, and fucking they melt when he gets to the sun. Well, you did get, am I correct? You did get Mars. You did get that in the 12th house, Cancer. Oh, wow. You got definitely some clearing up to do emotionally, and you got to face that, and you got to identify the hidden emotional stuff and be direct and identify and cut out and come into the real emotional shit that you've been hiding or that is going on between you and somebody. Like, you gotta confront all that, and you gotta go into the fucking creepy fucking shadow emotional world, and it's gonna be hard. That's a detrimental Cancer Mars, and it's in the 12th. Like, just walk into the fun house. It's not that scary. Troubled relationship and a sexy time. That's the ecstasy that's possible. Which one do you want to be in? Last two, Capricorn and Pisces. Capricorns, Pisces will be last. Natural order with just Pisces there, but here we go. Capricorns for their horoscope, then their love reading. And then we got Pisces. Last two. Here we go. This is it. This is it now. All right. All right, Caps. I actually like this Libra energy coming in because that is your natural house of the 10th house. Mars coming in here. It's going to be an exalted Mars. The only person that ever really can deal with the Mars in Libra that had a much better power is Capricorn. I mean, this is definitely about your career life, but we got the sun still in the 9th. You're still like knowing there's a lot more to expand, but like you're feeling the heaviness in not a bad way, but like the pressure that's like, I got to fucking start making plans in my life and I got to start reaching higher. While we are having Venus in Scorpio. Then this Venus in Scorpio is about who you hanging around. Are you sure that the people you're hanging around is fucking cool and fucking really committed? With that square to Saturn in your second, it's about picking better people that can actually create things. You're hanging around people where it's like, oh, I feel so alone because I'm like just creating it by myself, or they don't have the talent or the skills. There's a lot about your career and work. There's a lot about expanding your life. It's time to remember you have people in your, it's like the ace that's up your sleeve. Pull those out instead of continuing to just keep playing fucking 5-card draw and like turning in all 4 cards and be like, can I get 4 new cards? Like, you know what I mean? I'm just going to take this fucking best card I have here. I feel like it's like, stop wasting your time with all these shitty cards of people and situations this week for you, and get the big shit you want. There's a full moon in Pisces coming. Like, this isn't about being delusional in your thoughts. It's about realizing that and expanding in your life. It's about having a better environment that's also more spiritual, more communicative, and actually really understanding and channeling the divine. So I think that is a great week for you, actually. Really do. And you know, big choices about your career. So if you're having some, you know, big thoughts about if you should change your career or what's going on with the job, if you're trying to reach up the ladder or something, definitely this is the time for you to make those choices in your life. That Mercury retrograde is coming though, but it is one of those things where I see big changes in careers for Capricorns. That's including Mr. Fauci. I mean, he might have to wear 4 masks at Carl's Jr. and serve you a famous star. I was a famous doctor once. You want barbecue with sauce with that? All right. What's going on for love life for Cappies this week? What's going on with the love life for Cappies? You pulled the 8 of Swords. Wow. Upright. You pulled the Queen of Rods in reversed here. You got a Page of Swords upright. I like that a lot. You get the Emperor reversed. Well, I don't like that Eight of Swords. I don't think anybody does. I mean, it's definitely sitting in toxic waters, but I think that this is just overall, whether you're single and you feel like you're in a toxic place about love, or you feel like you're stuck in love, or you feel like you're in a toxic relationship, or you feel like love's kind of stuck, it's definitely coming up. And a lot of it is not feeling maybe the love, or maybe it's not you going for the love more, or maybe you don't know how to show up more in a relationship right now, or you feel like somebody's not showing up and you don't feel like they're really wanting to do it, but you're still in it. This Page of Swords is about to bring the truth. Communication has to happen. You got a Hierophant here, so, spirituality is your way out, and making a commitment to spirituality. Also, that might be the issue. Maybe you're trying to do things right now and you're kind of swaying off the path of the spiritual path, and you need to get back on the spiritual path. That's where the anxiety is coming from. If you're going through anxiety right now, you're going, you feel trapped, and it's like, do the spiritual thing and don't be afraid of doing the spiritual thing. You got the Justice reversed with this Emperor reversed and this Queen of Rods reversed. Like, there's an imbalance going on right now about relationships, dealing about love and stepping into the mastery of yourself. And I think a lot of that has to deal with feeling stuck about, getting off track a little bit spiritually, or being with people that are not spiritual, and having the anxiety about getting out of that. Which is kind of crazy, because doing the right spiritual thing will bring no anxiety. And so stop the hesitation about doing the right thing spiritually. I want more clarity on that. Yeah, Queen of Swords. It's very clear what to do. Do it. That's a spiritual path. What's up with the messaging? Ace of Swords with the page. The ultimate truth is coming right now. That's going to be a breath of fresh air. Quick energy. It'll happen quick too. Good energy for you. Love-wise, everything. I think that this is just you getting out of like a little hole that you went into. And just following your gut, your guidance, following the commitment that you've made to what you really want in your life. It's very clear. And you'll get out of this imbalance that you feel like. It's about stepping into things more of that loyalty and that love that you really want to have, instead of staying around that's not that. And you got victory with that. Holy shit. You're going from like 0 to hero in like 1 millisecond. I'll even cross that. Oh my God, with the Magician. Awesome. Awesome fucking reading so far, Capricorn. But it's all up to you to be the Magician, to not be afraid that the magic in your love life, the magic even in your overall life here, because there's a little bit of not just love here. There's a little bit of just like feeling trapped maybe somewhere in your life. Just fucking do the right spiritual thing. You know what to do, and go do it. Go execute it. Don't be so afraid, Fucking love it. What's going on here? From Avalon, you got the horse. Accepting help from another, delegating authority. You know what? You're going to get the help that you need. And once you make the choice to get out of this stuck place, whether it's in a relationship or stuck in your just idea of love, or especially, I feel like I'm going to get confirmation. Is this just love, or is it more? Page of Rods. Well, it definitely is love connected, or just the path moving forward that you're going to be okay and happy. There's a happier path forward in that you can get out of stuck right now. And the horse is here to help you ride out of that place and be there for you. But it also is about defining the authority within yourself now for that happiness. When it comes to the unicorns, speaking of horses, oh, wow, you got the Cosmic Pearl. Woo! Expand your psychic gifts. Open the gate to the angelic realms. That's right. That spiritual thing is coming up a lot for you right now. And there's that beautiful Cosmic Pearl there for you. But that's why it feels so upside down in your life. But the Magician's crossed it. Like, get into the magic, the Cosmic Pearl, and everything will flip on it to the most positive place, especially when it comes to love and stepping into authority, that Emperor card, and identifying and going for what you want. Stop being so hesitant about what you don't want. It's like so weird. It's like you're being hesitant about what you want, but at the same time being hesitant about what you don't want. It's like you're just sitting in no man's land, and it's like there's a pearl, there's a horse here, there's two horses, there's some horsies here to help you get through. There's some horsies. You got a vampire here too. Which vampire did I pull for you today? You did good. The Nightmare card on a horse. I can't make that shit up. It's not like all the vampires got horses in this motherfucker. Psychic protection, shield, bad dreams. You got so many good cards here of truth and victory. The nightmare is sitting in away from what you and sitting in this toxic place. Take the horses out of the nightmare. I'm going to pull you one more because this card can confuse people. Pray. Stocked. Oh, shit. Well, that went really weird, really fast. This light's it's hard to get. No, it's all right. Oh, man. All right. What's going on, God? Ace of Wands. The most amazing cards are coming out for you in your outcome. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, Page of Swords, all upright with a fucking victory card. And it's about getting out of this dark energy. You got that there's something that's made you go dark. It's giving you fucking, I'm going to be honest with you. You're getting psychic dreams that fucking are a little bit freaked out. And you also feel the freak out about maybe this is an ex or maybe it's somebody that you know is just like not on the side of the light. Chariot reversed. You're too afraid to walk away from that shit. I'm sorry. The sorrow that you have to go through to leave the past and leave the shit that's dark is worth it. It's worth it for you got the ultimate fucking cards here. And the magician. You're going to have to learn to be the magician to get yourself out of some dark shit. You got plenty of horsies showing up. Plenty of horsies. Look at that. Spiritual practice. It's time to get back to your spiritual practice and make all your decisions based off that. Because I feel like yep, 8 of Cups reverse. You've walked away from your spiritual practice. And you're dealing with somebody who's made you walk away from that, a distraction. Or, oh yeah, and they don't know what they're building and you forgot what to build because you walked away from your spiritual practice. Remember, we are here to build off what the divine is telling us to build, not what our fucking egos are. Trust me. If you think it was my ego that got me here, it would have been a lot more fun just being a fucking touring DJ and a reality star all day. Fucking would have been a lot easier to just fucking say, fuck it. But the truth is no, it was a lot easier to follow my divine path and put my spiritual practice first, even if I'm in grieving for my dad who died 48 hours ago. I'm fucking here doing my spiritual practice. That's healing more than anything. You pulled the moon card with the magician. It's like you're going to have to expose and get out of this shadowy place. And the magic's there. You pulled 2 magician cards. I love it. So don't be afraid of this whole dark prey and the nightmare shit. It's trying to wake you up to the red flags where not to go, not spiritually. And that's where the King of Rods reverse comes out. You're not going to find love by staying connected to that dark shadow or even allowing that dark shadow to even be anything. You are not being preyed. You don't need protection. You only need protection from yourself from staying connected to that kind of shit and staying in your weird fucking trapped fucking nightmare yourself that you create yourself by staying permanently trapped there. You ready? You're clear. Let's take the horse. Let's get that fuck out. Woo. Okay, we got first house. We got fucking part of fortune, Venus. I mean, you put yourself in what you want to fully have in your life first to manifest. Not your ego, but what is aligned. It's Taurus. What is worthy of what you want, and it will manifest. And knowing your value, knowing your worth, and getting the good shit, not staying around the bad shit. They get troubled relationship, but they also get a party. So it's like, you can have a party, but get out of that troubled shit. All right, last one. That cosmic pearl just had come up when I was putting it away. Those little cosmic pearl Pisces. Let's see what's up for you all. Last one. We made it. We made it. I never thought we would make it. I never thought Matrix 4 would come out. It's coming out. sorry, Pisces, you're not Capricorn. You don't want to be a Capricorn, but you need Capricorn too at the same time or somewhere in your life, because that's what makes the mystical goat is you. Pisces, I'm lighting up a cigarette to talk to you about your horoscope, not because I'm worried or concerned. Not at all. I think it's more about, maybe some of you are too young out there. Some of you all might be like, oh, I was old enough for that shit. Dean Martin. Dean Martin used to fucking have a show. Dean Martin was fucking part of the Rat Pack, and he used to have a show. He used to smoke cigarettes. He used to be real about shit. It's time to get real in your life, Pisces. You got all this 8th house energy. Mars and Libra. Mars in the 8th is intense. Mars is about sex, intimacy, and going for the things you want. But Mercury retrograde that's about to come about here next week, by the end of next week. Full moon in your sign. Venus square Saturn. Venus in your fucking 9th house squaring Saturn in this 12th. Like, you need to believe in that higher, more beautiful path and only connect deep with energy that's beautiful and sovereign and that's truly connected. And 7th house, that's where the sun is in Virgo. So this is a great time for you to realize relationships are a big part of it, but are you going in the right direction? I bring up D. Martin, he was a Gemini, but it's like North Node and Gemini for you is like, this is your emotional time in your life. It's not about the big job, the big career, Pisces. This is about you really realizing that in your life. This is a time for you to go, where's the emotion really stimulating me, and building the foundation and finding the awesome energy. You got a relationship transit, you got a full moon in your sign. You can have what you want and the partnerships that you want and find a better alignment now in your life by going more deeper emotional, by deeper connection, by not being afraid. Especially whenever we deal with 8th house transit, it deals with fears. Well, for you, it's about making more deep, intimate connections now and getting over those fears. Mars is here in Mercury retrograde to help you understand the truth about how you can bond things together now. Venus, of course, in this 9th house has a lot of opportunities for you, but if you're not paying attention to those opportunities, especially because you're living in some sort of utopian Aquarian 12th house, like weird reality, or being disconnected and trying to do everything in your own little weird space, you're not going to get any opportunities right now. So this is a great time for you to face that there's opportunities and stop blocking those opportunities because you're too disconnected, and you need to learn to connect more and what to connect with and be much more clear instead of like, I don't know, whatever. You know what I mean? Get out of that. Let's see what's going on in your love life here. This is the last reading of the night. Let's see what's going on with my Pisces. Hold on one second. I'll give you a little quick little shovel. We're going to get this party going here. This card came flying out. Five of Swords. I'm not going to use it, but I'm just saying. You got to try a little harder for what you want here. Speak your mind, stand in your truth of what you want more, but also that it's coming from a real place and not some delusional place. All right, let's go, Pisces. I'm feeling it. It's ready to go. I'm feeling the energy. It's coming out. Like, I'm about to have a fucking Pisces fucking tarot fucking baby. Blah. Got the Knight of Cups upright. Got the Queen of Pentacles upright as your challenge. You got the Judgment card reversed as your overall. Uh-oh. Okay. And you got the Emperor reversed. Ooh. Pisces, I know you're ready to walk into the emotional realm more. You've been guarded. I think your guard's coming down. But I think that you're worried about manifesting the ultimate. But again, this is not a time for you to be around people who don't know what they want, or you to... You can't just walk emotionally and go, I don't know. Walk emotionally into knowing what you want in your life. Don't be dealing with relationship situations where people are unsure. You need to be sure, and you need to find out with people that are sure, not unsure. You got that Judgment card reversed, especially anybody who doesn't get the higher mission in life and the higher spiritual mission. And you got to be careful where you're walking emotionally. Are you walking to a place that's where the angels are fucking calling with the trumpets? I just heard a bird above me fucking like 30 minutes ago. Fucking, I'm going, okay, I'm following the fucking God shit. Are you following the God shit or are you denying that God shit? Well, I said caution of where you're putting your emotions, and a fucking anxiety card came out, the Nine of Swords. Don't be afraid to move forward emotionally. Be sure in where you're going emotionally. There's a little bit of a warning about where you're moving emotionally. Better have that judgment energy there. You got that Hierophant reverse too. If it's not spiritual, if it's not responsible spiritual, if it doesn't have any kind of sort of commitment or even a plan or even a commitment to what you're doing, it's going to be anxiety. Non-committal energies or energies that don't know what they're doing right now, Pisces, not good. Not good. What's up with that Emperor and that Queen of Pentacles? Ooh. I think that you don't be walking to no exes that you think are strong or that will make you stronger and build what you want. That ain't going to happen. Don't take that fucking ship again. That's like going back to fucking Alcatraz. No Alcatraz. Oh, Ace of Wands, something new, a new place to go. Not an old. Is this an X? Oh yeah, Two of Cups reversed. Totally, it's an X. Don't go back to the X. Pisces, come on. It's not a soulmate. It's not a fucking twin. It's powerless. It's powerless. Stop going back to this old energy that you keep thinking that you're going to go back to. It's in the delusion that you're going to start fresh again. No, it's not going to build shit. You're not going to be feeling the mother energy. You're not going to be feeling the manifesting energy. They're going to pull the rug from underneath you. Oh my gosh, the Fool reverse with the Judgment reverse. That is the dumbass that doesn't go to God at all and just like, oh, wait, hey, hell, how's the nice fucking doorway to hell? Can I walk in here? Heaven's right there, you know. It's even the devil being like, you know, heaven's right there. Don't you want to take that door? No, I kind of want to go to your door. Fucking what? That's a lot of weight you'd be holding on to. This is about you clearing a lot of weight right now. And especially, don't be stupid and be like, well, I don't know. There's no calling to it from a higher divine source. What's the calling? Like, they calling you being like, hey, I just want a one night stand, like, peace. Like, and you're like, oh, maybe I'll fucking convert them to love me forever. Yeah, they'll love your hole for about 20 minutes. Eight of Wands upright. I like it. I like it when you go to the direction that the Cupid's arrows are going, that are from the divine, and that's the Fool that's right. That's like the new. There's so much about the new, not going into the old, that you're not going to be holding weight. But if you are going to be holding weight, you're going to be holding weight that's really the love that you really want to go towards. Oh yeah, anything that's unnatural. Look at that. Look at all these three major arcanas right there. We're going to pull a third because then we got three minors right there. I guarantee you minors going to come out right here. Yep, 10 of Cups reversed. Interesting. Everything there's an unnatural thing that you're trying to walk towards, which is like a family that's not going to work out, or some like beautiful imagery that you're getting of a past life, or even ex that you think's going to fucking light it up. No, this is all about new energy. And what's up with this anxiety? Oh, the Empress reversed. Yeah, you're not going to get what you really want. I'm sorry. There's too much. You got the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles as your challenge. Oh, God. And Empress is reversed here with where you're walking towards. Don't walk towards that old shit, that old ex, or start thinking that the old shit's going to fucking bring you something new. This is about lighting up the new territory, or, you know, moving into energy where you're sure that the other person's got surety, that you need some guarantees here, because even if Cupid's arrows are going a direction, it's a lot of weight, and then there's an unsurety of like, well, I kind of want a big commitment, or kids, or fucking a family, or whatever. I don't know. Fucking, oh, that's not good. Yeah, somebody that wants to rest in that shit for the rest of their life. Wow. Wow. I don't fucking be afraid to walk towards the emotion, and go into this, but like, you need some surety here. Don't be afraid. I know it's sensitive, Pisces, to be like, hey, what do you want out of this? Ask first. See if it matches with what you already know inside. That Hierophant reverse that you know they're going to be committed. You got the water fairy. Yeah, the feelings and emotions are big, but I don't like that with this. It's too fucking dreamy. Pisces, water fairy. Oh, yeah, I just am feeling my emotions. Okay, that's nice. Love. Oh, my God. I mean, this is possible, and this is what's really possible. But it's like you got to make sure that the surety's there. I need some sort of confirmation. I'm going to have to fucking pull out. You're lucky, Pisces. I'm giving you the gangster shit right now. I'm OG, you know what I mean? Growth. Don't go through the growing pains. Go through the growth of I really want love and feeling and emotion by walking into the right territory emotionally. Okay, what's going on here with the fucking unicorn shit? What's up with your challenges? Cosmic rainbow. Look for the pot of gold, accept joy. Yeah, look for the real pot of gold, not the leprechaun, and start falling in love with the leprechaun. I always say that to you guys. It's like, oh my God, I found a fucking pot of gold. There was this leprechaun there, and he fucking swindled me into fucking marry him, and fucking, yeah, we have little leprechauns now. It's like, you didn't get the pot of gold? Oh, shit. Lucky Charms, my ass. That's exactly what the leprechaun said. No, the Lucky Charms are up my ass. We got ecstasy. I mean, like, that's just so funny. This is the tale of two stories. One hell, one fucking heaven. Ecstasy is waiting for you there. Oh yeah, it's out there, but it's new energy that's out on the horizon that you're looking for. Not this like old shit, not the past. Lover's reverse, not a past old love, new love. I'm trying to give you mad confirmation here, yo. Mad confo. Mad. Fulfillment. Yeah, you need to be fully fulfilled. If they're going to fucking be in that fucking holes with Lucky Charms, they better fulfill every fucking hole. And this came out with it too, the dragon. Power and strength through the fulfillment. You need to have that power and strength and aim that towards where you're getting everything filled. You're getting it all filled. Not just half the cream filling, all the cream filling. All the fucking shit. So much about past ex shit. Two of Cups reverse, Lovers reverse. Don't go. I feel it, Pisces. I feel you thinking about an ex. I feel, especially one that you got really heavily involved with and that you tried it with, and they were a swindler, and they fucking like promised all the manifestation. They didn't, and fucking no. That was what my fucking recess bell sounded like. It sounded like, really, I really want to go to recess. The lovers. Okay, this is definitely a big week about you and your love life. Holy shit. The fulfillment of love is going to be had, but it's about how it's done. And the moon. Yep. Follow your emotions, but don't follow the shadowy ones, and don't follow the ones that are not clear. Follow the magic ones. You can pull the magician. You fucking magician, Pisces, you fucking... Boom, your last, here you are. You got Ceres, Scorpio, 12th house. You got to take care of yourself by getting the truth of what your spirituality wants and be honest and be real about what's fucking an illusion and what's divinity. That's where you're going to take care of yourself better, and that's going to be what hooks the right thing into your life. I appreciate you all so much. Appreciate you, Pisces, too, but appreciate everybody for being here. Thanks so much. Make sure that you join us on highvibe.tv. Of course, you can be part of HYPERGATE. You can watch the last 6 weeks of content that I did, over 24 hours now, about how to get out of this matrix and the crazy world that we're in right now. Make sure that you watch that and watch we have 2 more courses left. So pretty awesome. Go to highvibe.tv, click on HYPERGATE by going on the school or by going to highvibetvschool.com. And of course, please join us on the apps or our website. Go to highvibe.tv just to join, 7-day free trial for a monthly subscription, or our apps. You can go through Roku, Android, iPhone, or Apple TV. I appreciate you all so much. Please share, like, subscribe. I truly appreciate it. I love you all. Thank you for all the love and support this weekend. It's been so radical in such a beautiful way. My family's just as touched as I am, and so many blessings to all of you. And thank you so much. I appreciate you all. And we'll see you on the next Deep Love Tarot.
Initiating hypergate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hypergate activated. The portal to illuminating the collective consciousness has finally opened. Please enter the hypergate now.